Welcome to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast, where we discuss sports, fashion, music, and entertainment. Where trophies are temporary and medals are forever. What side are you on? Welcome back to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast. It's your boy Batman with the Ebbtide Crew. As always, please subscribe, like, comment, share, leave voicemail if you can click on our link. This week we got quite a few good topics to cover, but first thing first, starting with Tony Love, what have you listened to this week in the music industry?
Mostly jazz this week. Gregory Porter came out on Friday. And today I had the meters going as I was doing the blog.
Okay. Nice. Ebbtide King, what's your vibe this week?
Still on. I've been on Nas, Pusha T, and Anita Baker.
That's a combination for your ass.
Hey.
Kind of complications with that shit.
Hey. Oh, and like a little bit of Luther. Yeah, it's been some Luther, Lionel Richie also. But mainly been Anita, Pusha, and Nas, though. I don't know, like I said, I'm all over the place, man. I'm a very eclectic cat.
I get it. Anita, you need that lifting up, man. That's what she does for you.
That positivity, man.
Right, yeah, it helps
After
me
a
to
long
see
day
through
of
the red
work.
flags. It helps me see through all the red flags in these streets, too, and everything. Keep myself safe. She's my repellent.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. Anita says so.
Exactly.
She has anointed me.
Yes. She is telling myself. She helps me see y'all help us bullshit all day. So I appreciate it. So I gotta always listen to her to keep myself, sane around here and be safe. I'm trying to come in y'all world one day.
One day.
I see it, man. You know I see it.
Progression.
You gonna be there, man.
Yeah.
Progression.
You won't be in Texas though. I can tell you that shit.
For me, a little Nas. The Locks dropped something new on Friday. Been peeling out. Consistent Locks as always. And Lil Wayne, No Ceilings dropped on Apple Music on Friday. So I've been kind of going back and bumping that. The first No Ceilings album. So getting that mixtape Wheezy.
And that's cool that they now allowing mixtapes to actually now come through the streaming services and everything.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what's up with the clearance now, how they allowing this to happen.
Because there's a lot of samples. A lot of
That's
samples.
what I'm saying.
Another one is the Jeezy mixtape, the Trapper Dies and all that good stuff. So I've been listening to the Jeezy ones on that recently too. So like I said, it's a lot of samples. A lot of samples. I know in the hell didn't get cleared when that mixtape dropped. So that might be part of the issue of why some of these are being delayed. Is they might have to get some type of clearance or what, some type of agreement.
Well, now they're allowing the agreements because they can see they can make money now off of the streaming now. I think clearances will be much easier. If they automatically can tell what the sample is, you get paid for it automatically, and you don't have to clear it no more. You just gonna automatically get whatever you're gonna get paid through.
So like auto credits, I guess you could say, because like that's a good point. Like when you listen to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, they tell you who wrote, who produced, sampled by, and all that good stuff. So yeah, if it's automated, then it's like easy money pretty much. Like you ain't even got to go out and recognize that somebody stole your shit.
Right. So maybe that's why now people becoming more open-minded to the fact of it. And have just seen how the artists have benefited off of samples and everything. Now they're not being as closed-minded anymore. And especially right now through this pandemic, as people are listening to so much extra music content through YouTube, a lot of streaming stuff is going on. People are becoming more open-minded and like going to just cash in on this right now.
Yeah, because a lot of these artists that back in the day they're not touring as much as they used to. So got to be open to that revenue.
I was about to say because I heard Aaliyah is going to be coming out on streaming services soon.
It was supposed to drop this month, but it didn't. Yeah, it was supposed. Yeah, they said it was going to drop this month, but I guess they're still working on details or whatever. But I know they said it was supposed to drop soon though.
And Prince been out for the past few months. They've been releasing more and more of his music too.
Yeah, but with Aaliyah, why did it take so long for her catalog to come out? Because I remember back in the day, I was looking for that last album, and it took me forever.
Family, it's the family. Like the label she was owned by her uncle.
Okay.
And it was a distribution deal through, I think, Jive it was at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the argument was or disagreements, but I think the family just made a conscious decision just to hold her music back. But now they're finally deciding to release it after all of this time. I don't know if they build demands or they had to get more paperwork taken care of, where I guess maybe Job was getting more of the cut than they wanted to give up, and things like that.
That may be it.
So they had to finally finalize and work some deals, I think, to get that situated. But like you said, you can't find none of her music other than that first album.
I had all of her discs, so I kind of lucked up and was able to upload them. But like you said, as far as finding the actual music online somewhere, mission impossible.
Right. LimeWire days, nigga. A lot of viruses music.
A lot of viruses, boy. For y'all youngins, LimeWire was pretty much like smashing the hook with no rubber.
you were destroying your computer ASAP.
Yeah. Hey, I literally had a computer just for LimeWire and another one to actually do schoolwork on, so I didn't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, I think I crashed at least 3. I'll download music everywhere.
Yeah.
But at my job, I was getting computers for cheap when I was working at Rentway. So they'll have them Dell computers that we rented out to people. And they'd be like, you want this shit? $20. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. And just get a hard drive to store music on to fuck up.
Yeah, so that was the good old days. So hopefully that'll be out in the next few months for sure.
Any other music y'all anticipating coming soon?
I don't know.
Drake, is it like Drake coming out with something?
Yeah.
I've been waiting on the locks.
Wayne supposed to be dropping another mixtape and an album soon.
They say DMX. Watch the Rough Riders Chronicles.
Yeah, he's in the studio. Yeah, he's in the studio right now.
Yeah, he got a song on the Locks album.
Yeah, that's the video I saw for it.
Big Sean comes out Friday.
Medium Sean.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah.
But he had something that came out a couple weeks ago, like a EP or something.
Yeah, a little mixtape that he put out.
Yeah, that was straight.
Yeah.
I mean, typical Big Sean.
Right. But there was a lot of more features and everything on it, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, his actual album comes out this coming Friday.
Hey, be on the lookout for that new Keke Palmer.
Yeah. Okay.
The hell is this, Nickelodeon?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. I don't know about no Keke. I can't. It's not about
right.
I can't.
You don't even know what type of music she makes.
Yeah, dude. Cause like I can't say that because I know what Chloe and Haley are younger than her, but their album was outstanding. So I can't sit there and say, they got grown man music. So I mean they got grown people music, not grown man, but grown folks music vibe them. Keke ain't rap too tight, my nigga. I'm gonna just say that, and we just gonna tread lightly. She like the female Nick Cannon in these streets. I say that.
That's a good comparison. That's a good ass comparison. Talented as hell.
Yeah, got the talent, but it's just like, I can't do that to myself. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's not your lane. That's not your lane. So.
Right. Unless she surprises us with something, I ain't rushing for that.
To put it in perspective, she was born when you made your West Bank trip.
No shit, Sherlock. God damn. Shit. Damn, that's fucked up. Okay, man.
Ebbtide classic moment.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that shit.
Ebbtide classic moments. So yeah, I mean, normally when it get into the fall and wintertime, it's not too many big albums coming out. Well, at least traditionally.
Well, not to Christmas, not to after Thanksgiving, that fourth quarter run.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this the music is different now. People just gonna drop music whenever. But now the fact they can't tour right now, there ain't nobody in a really rush to drop anything because that's where they made their money.
That's where the money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the catch is when it comes to that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
anybody else y'all feel needs to drop an album just for selfish reasons? Are you a fan?
Anthony Hamilton.
Mm.
Anthony Hamilton is due. Robin Thicke, if his mind is right.
Okay.
Due for another Robin Thicke.
Of course, Maxwell.
I ain't holding that.
Hold your breath for that one.
He's part of he's the mysterious club. He's with Anita and Sade.
Sade on that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he had. It is we just be grateful when he drops it.
Mm-hmm. I don't forget when he did a couple of photos for Gap, and I'm walking out the Gap store. We got some clothes for the kids, and I look at the big ass picture of him in the front of the store. I'm like, that ain't Maxwell. You doing Gap now? Where the album at?
And then he know how to make that side money, though. He making the side money to chill. You know. Oh, I know. I think Mary got something coming out in the fourth quarter. Okay. So I know she got something coming. Yeah, more towards Christmas, the holiday time.
Oh, and they're supposed to be releasing My Life on vinyl.
The double disc. They're making a double disc too. The 411 My Life double disc that comes out.
The My Life on vinyl.
About time, because I know it's the 25th anniversary coming out now. About damn time, dude. Because everywhere I look for and I find it is always at least 80 to 100 plus.
Yeah, I've never seen it less than 100.
I saw it actually at Josie Records here in Dallas, and I saw it for like 75, but it was used. I'm like, I don't want to use that shit. Like, she was 75 used. I'm like, yeah, I wish I would. Used in 75? I'm like, damn, I couldn't even brand smack new. Then I'd have worked with it brand new.
Yeah,
right,
but for 75.
Yeah, but it was already used and said 75. I'm like, nah, you can have that. I'll wait for the 25th anniversary. They're going to release that shit on the 25th.
Yeah.
So that's all I can think of when it comes to that.
For me, Tidra Moses.
She does. She has a good vibe.
Pusha T. I kind of want a Clips album.
You ain't gonna never get a Clips album again.
I know you ain't gonna get it, but that would be nice.
Right.
And anything with Pharrell with heavy production, whether he do a Death Tools album or any RD album or something, that would be nice. To see him work with, say he does have a Pusha T production, something like that. That would be half Pharrell, half Kanye West in the production.
Gotcha.
But that's my main people. So I ain't really been listening to anything new. Well, not too much new. I kind of just stick in my lane.
Right.
I'm not them 90s babies.
Yeah, you trapped in the 90s. You wanted to trap in the 90s niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always looking for music.
What you got? The Beatles. Greatest hits.
That's
Nah,
not good.
nah.
Now, don't start me with that. Don't start me with that.
I haven't listened to the Beatles in a minute. You know, you gotta be in a real, little mood for that one.
You don't say, in the mood to hear somebody can actually, you force yourself to see if they can really sing. I hear you.
You hear him say, "Don't stop me with this," but then he gonna respond to what I gotta say.
I mean, the fact that the Guns N' Roses did a song, that was surprising to me. Like,
no, that's what I said. Everybody is like, they've written great songs, and everybody have came back. I feel like did better versions than they did.
The song can't be great if it ain't sang correctly.
Yes, it can. Yeah, it can be great if it's sung correctly. It wasn't great to me. It's like I said, man. They like. Sorry,
Why
man.
that, man? Why that, man? Why?
hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I just had to do something.
You just dropped.
Think about this. Why you don't never hear anything from the Beatles live?
Because they broke up.
No, even
about?
in the past, why they don't play none of their stuff live from the past?
They didn't do live albums during that time.
Not live.
Oh, wait,
live
yeah,
albums,
they did.
Live
They did. They had one live album on top of I gotta find that for you. They did have a live album.
Performances, like people videotape live performances.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. They got it because they did an impromptu. They did an impromptu performance on top of a London studio.
Cool. And then you get ready for me to and light that shit up like a Christmas tree after I listen to that shit. Be prepared.
I'll send that to you.
All right. So fuck right what? They gonna make me change my mind like what Avant sound better live than he do on the album? That's what we want in these streets?
Wow, you comparing Avant to the Beatles, bro.
I ain't comparing them. I said the way they sound. Sound. Not like they sound horrible. I'm saying the stuff that people too scared to say, man. It was a bunch of white women, these little white little teeny bopper girls that just liked the fact they had British accents and really thought they was cool. Nah, they wasn't. They sucked.
Okay, man.
I'm just saying. I love British music.
The reason there is British music is what you hate.
They ain't the reason why.
Who was on before the Beatles?
Well, nobody. Okay. If they open the door, okay, I respect the fact they might have opened the door. Fuck it. But thank God other people came out better than them afterwards. Then shit, they saved them. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I'm sorry, man. Like, and dude, you know I'm a music connoisseur here, but dude, I've never felt the Beatles ever.
That's okay, but to say they can't sing.
They can't sing, my nigga. They can write. They're great writers. I'm sorry, they are great writers, but they can't hold a note.
Are you okay with that? Are you?
Yeah. I'm come to terms. That's how you feel. You know, that's fine.
Don't be sending that threats through the fucking group chat.
All right.
Man.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it be now. I'm gonna let it be.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel. My anger for that is long gone. Just it is what it is, man.
Right. I'm my bad, man. I just don't feel them, man. I just call it like I see it, man. Well, how I hear it, and I don't hear it. I've never felt them, dude. And I mean, I'm always, dude. They had never made any of my playlists on anything in life. Now, through some other people that remade their stuff, yeah. But just overall, nah, can't do it. So, my bad, man.
Oh, yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
Hey, man, at least I ain't cursing them out like Tony, like how I feel maybe about like what's your boy? That was with G Unit.
You talking about Tony Yayo?
No, not Tony.
Young Buck.
Young Buck. Ugh, that's disgust. Now that's like pure disgust there, nigga. Like, you know, I ain't got disgust for them. Or like, you know, even Tony Yayo, like, why they ever made music, you know, type vibes. Like,
That's
you know,
definitely
like,
a hookup. That's
Speaking of whatever happened to Lloyd Banks?
He fell
Lord
off.
is very stubborn and stuck in his ways. Like, he's a punchline king, but he don't know how to make songs.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. He can count on catchy lines all day long, but to actually structure and make a whole good song, nah, that's not his thing. So
I mean, that is a talent. I mean, it can go both ways too. You may not have the strongest of punchlines and lyrics, but you can actually put together
make
concepts.
yeah, kind of like, you know, concepts and make songs. You know, like, okay, like Playoff, like, he has a concept of making a song. He ain't the most lyrical, but he has a concept of at least making a song catchy enough to keep your attention.
Yeah, still couldn't tolerate him though.
Right. It's still, that's what I say. Yeah, I couldn't stand him either, but he's pulled a couple out his ass that lucked up. So
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah. So you know, you got talented cats that just can't make a song. You know, like I said, like we said with Nas, he had a horrible history of picking beats. You know,
Yeah.
so that's all been like, but he's so lyrically inclined, sometimes he can actually overshadow the beat that you don't think about the beat no more. But overall, it's not gonna become like a commercial hit.
Yeah. And I don't even think he strives for that anymore. I think he knows his audience.
Because of the fact, I think he did this time because of the fact he did this whole album with Hit Boy, and it worked out.
Yeah.
I think it did bother him a little bit, and then it actually worked out pretty well. But working with only one producer rather than just picking like a whole bunch of different producers.
Yeah, I think it's easier to set up a vibe when you're working with one or two people versus always changing every song literally.
Right. Like, I would say like Beanie Siegel is like the rapper, like, I don't hear a beat when he raps.
That's a good point.
You only hear him.
The
Like,
only time you hear a beat is if it's just Blaze.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it, but I never really paid attention to the beat when I'm listening to him rap. It seemed like he just overshadows the beat.
Yeah, Just Blaze and Kanye. That's the only two that maybe that'll beat because of the samples. But other than that,
right? Because it's soulful.
That's a good point.
It'll have a soulful vibe, but if it's not those guys, you don't really hear it. You just hear him rapping. So that's like, he's like kind of the only person I noticed that, you know, DMX only can rap good on, I feel like he's at his best when he's on a high energy beat.
Yeah. Well, no, because Fallen was a slower beat.
Yeah, but that shit was too. I'm talking about where you trying to stay alive around here in these streets, man. You know, that shit's super dark, though. You know, you got tread. You better listen to that shit in the middle of the daytime, on a sunny day, on a bus or some shit. Don't listen to that shit in your house.
After you got some ass.
Don't listen to that song by yourself. Don't listen to that shit at 2:00 in the morning. That's a bad You don't listen to that.
I mean, Beanie Siegel, I always said about Beans, it was like, you think your life bad, go listen to a Beanie Siegel song. You'll feel better about yourself.
Right. Yeah, you definitely gonna see life a lot differently. Yeah, exactly. So, like you said, you got just certain cats. Yeah, some cats do need certain beats, like Snoop only needs Drake. Or maybe a Neptune, like a real Neptune, a high power. He need top producers. He just can't rap with any type of producer.
Yeah.
And it need Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, that's like New Edition just needed them their whole entire career. And Janet. With Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Because they just kept everything afloat.
But with New Edition, I don't think young New Edition could even. I don't even think they were mature enough to appreciate a Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis early on. Like I don't even think that would have worked. Like the younger them.
The younger would.
Wait. Did this say? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even then, you still say that?
Hey man, Ray Parker Jr. created the monster called Bobby Brown, man. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about with Bobby Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, now with Bobby Brown, hell yeah, nigga. Now that'd have been a little challenging, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't see that. I don't see that on the first album. I don't see that working. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is too professional to be dealing with all the shenanigans that was going on with them.
Yes, they would have been. They've been trained by one of the most arrogant, irrational, impulsive artists of all time called Prince. The niggas was prepared for this.
Yeah, they work with Prince and Alexander O'Neal.
Wow.
Two problems.
And Alexander O'Neal was Bobby Brown way before Bobby Brown was even thought of.
Yeah, Alexander O'Neal said, his philosophy was every night was Saturday night.
Yeah, from Natchez, Mississippi. And he from Natchez, Mississippi.
I didn't know that. I thought he was like from up north somewhere.
No.
Natchez, Mississippi.
Oh man.
Man, he was 15 minutes from my mama in Fair, Louisiana. I know all about Natchez. Ain't nothing there. Oh, say no more. Say no more. Yeah, so that's why he wasn't civilized. He was a country boy and went up to the big city, and he was no civilizing him.
The name of the first group he was in was called the Morticians. Think about that. That's the name of the group.
That's how we coming out first.
It's an R&B group called the Morticians.
We out here killing them. He told me we out here killing them.
Killing these hoes. That's what we talking about.
Killing them hoes. We got And they body counts, nigga. They was talking about they was getting that body count up, man. They were just taking them helpers out.
Mm.
So like you said, it's all very unique and clever about artists and producers and just how things work out and everything.
Mm.
That's why, like I said, that's why I'm not feeling this Akon BS right now and everything. And this bitch assness that he on right now of, taking shots at people, working with whack ass Tanashi 6ix9ine and all of this stuff. And I don't even get why he would do that, knowing that he been inside the system. I'm talking about, I agree with him snitching and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about?
It's a money grab, man. I said that yesterday. Like, eventually somebody is going to work with him for the money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that number. You know what I'm saying? It may be high. One person may be higher than the next, but somebody was eventually going to start working with him. Whether it's going to be a new up-and-coming guy.
Yeah, him and Nicki are the only two that's really been working with him like that. And Nicki's already, she struck, she hanging on for dear life anyway before she had got pregnant. Well, she was already pregnant. She was trying to get that last little bag in before she go really sit down for a minute, thank God. Because it was time for her to go sit down somewhere. And like I said, and like him being on Vlad, Akon, and want to talk, and then Vlad asked him, about T-Pain and talking about how T-Pain fell off because he stayed in the hood. And T-Pain nicely responded, "Nah, I ain't get held back because I stayed in the hood. I held back because your ass held my album back." It's like it wasn't because of me not being open-minded. Because remember, he did the song with your girl that was from London, that on 5 o'clock in the morning. So he was already doing international songs. Mm. Which was a great ass song at 5 o'clock in the morning. That shit was, so he was able to do that, but Akon was holding him back. Then T-Pain got into that battle with Jay-Z, that was a legitimate nail in the coffin for a hot minute.
Yeah.
When Jay-Z made the song "Death to the Auto-Tunes" and T-Pain let his camp gas him up, thinking like Jay-Z was taking a shot at him, where Jay-Z was actually giving him props for doing it, but saying how everybody else was copycats.
Yeah, but you know, can't trust industry niggas.
Right. So, but I mean, this was like T-Pain own hood clique people gassing him up and telling him stupid stuff. And that's what actually hurt him more than anything else. But shoot, he hopped right back up, and he's still straight all the time. So you could never go wrong. T-Pain could never go wrong, but like I said, but Akon, and then this so-called city he trying to build in Africa too, and everything. That sounds like he just trying to, the money scheme thing to do whatever he trying to do out there. I don't know, it just, you know.
I ain't never really been a fan of Akon.
Yeah, I wasn't too big on him. Also, just I remember, you know, when he first came out, he was talking about coming to America, and he really wasn't feeling hip hop and R&B, and then, you know, he eventually fell in love with it, and I think eventually he saw how you could make money.
Yeah, that's what he fell in love with, the fact he knew how to make money.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what he did. He found out how to you know, flip it, because he was already, I mean, he's already was a crook anyway about boosting cars and everything out there anyway in Jersey. So it was like he already had the criminal ways of being found. So he already knew how to flip money if he see was a hot wave to make a quick dollar. But then, I mean, for him to get the luxury of getting a T-Pain and a Lady Gaga, okay, you definitely lucked up and, you know, made your money very, you know, look good. So, but this so-called new city he tried to build and he start his own money and all of this stuff in Africa nonsense, it just sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me. That's all it sounds like to me. Because his ass was living in Atlanta for a good minute and everything and stacking up all his money. Now all of a sudden he wants to go out to Africa, back home and everything and try to start something new there. Sound like tax evasion running for me. So yeah, so I think that's all that is. So that's just the entertainment.
A lot of dirty money in Africa. You know, just.
Oh yeah, blood diamonds to the fullest.
It's dirty money everywhere. If you want to find it, you can find it.
True.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back jumping into sports. We'll jump into the NBA playoffs and the NBA boycott. So we'll be back in 1 sec.
All right.
All right, we back. We got a special guest this week. Second time on the podcast. We got Officer Dub C in the building as we jump into sports. First thing first, we covered this in the first section. What you been listening to this week in music, man? What you been on?
Honestly, bro, I've been since I do DJ, bro. I've been listening to everything, bro. I've been doing a lot of little pop mixes and a lot of mixed stuff that I just been putting together. I've been listening to everything, but my song that I pretty much been on was that WAP. So
say no more. Hey,
yeah,
before I click on, I think somebody wouldn't like the fact of hearing that song right now.
Like where you hear that. Like where you hear that, man. Like what
yeah, you definitely like where you hear that. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I was on that Future. I was on a Baby. I mean, I just been listening to like a lot of mixtapes. Just trying to find some new sounds, you know, from other underground artists, you know, some things like that. That's pretty much what I just been on. But I've been on that WAP.
We still need to find the dirty version of the video though.
There's a dirtier version?
I haven't even seen the video.
Yeah. Well, it's like the cursing is all in the video too.
I've seen that with the cursing. I've heard it with the cursing.
I'm pretty sure that's on Apple Music. If you
the video version, I don't think it's on the Apple on the video version.
Yeah, but I know normally on Apple Music, the videos, they'll have the cussing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't on there at one time. I ain't looked since that one time I was looking for it though. But it might be on there now though. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
Big Smart is pretty sure it's on there.
Yeah, they had Lil DeVal with Tank and that nasty video. I'm sure that's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't bring up Tank right now. Just relax.
What's wrong with Tank?
Then he said some suspect stuff.
Yeah, like he was on Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club podcast. And they set him up.
You think they set him up?
She ran with it.
I don't remember this, so refresh my memory though.
He said something to the fact that said if you
He can't say it with a straight face.
Okay. Pause. No homo. This came out of Tank's mouth and not my mouth. He said you're not gay if you suck a dick twice as a man. He said that on Ashley. Ashley she threw a live up there and set his ass up on that shit. And he actually said that. And people was on his ass for a hot minute. Everywhere. Pause. Literally all this. Literally, yeah. You got to be careful when you go on her podcast because they get you drinking and these girls will ask all kind of questions that will get you set up. and he's cool with them, so he thinking he just talking to them without the freaking cameras and videos talking.
That's how they get you.
And that's how they got his ass. They exposed his ass. See, you see, I'm crying right now because of the fact that shit happened and set his ass up. So no, you gotta tread lightly with Tank. He's been questionable right now. And you're a preacher kid, so we gotta tread lightly. From you. So that's what that was about. No, that was what with that though. So.
All right, let's change lanes. Let's jump into
get to
sports. Let's leave Tank in the streets. So the NBA had a big week as far as taking a stand. When it was Wednesday night, all the teams on schedule took a boycott. Did a boycott and did not play their games due to Jacob Blake shooting that happened earlier this week. Along with I'm not even gonna say his name, that coward that shot people that was protesting. This is probably, at least for the NBA, this is like the first time that they really took a stand on something as far as boycotting the game. If I remember correctly, I know it was mentioned in the past when MLK got shot. I know Bill Russell and Kareem had met about that, about potentially boycotting the game. But how y'all feel about the NBA taking the stands and what kind of impact that made?
I look at it like, man, that's what's up, bro. I mean,
yeah,
you know, I mean, they using that ground to come out and talk, just like Brian been saying, man. I mean, I'm me first before I'm this athlete, you know. I mean, why not speak? You know, I mean, this goes back to when the chick told him, shut up and dribble. Before I dribbled, I walked, you know, and that's, I mean, why not? You know, it's the same way, shut up and dribble, I got to sign autographs too, you know, and all that comes with something. Just like when they go out there into the community and do stuff for the community. When you got your natural disasters and everything, they come out and do things for the community. And without that, they go out into the community, you know, and this is part of going out into the community.
Yeah, but it's not on their terms. It's not the stuff they want to hear though.
Right.
They only want us to be in the community when it's on their terms and what they are open-minded to hear at the moment. If it ain't on their terms, then they don't want us to talk.
Right.
And then at the same time, I like the fact that they made a stand, but we wasn't on the same page as a collective. They wasn't on the same page as a collective group when this all happened though. It still was good. Did it happen? But it would have been better if they was already on the same page, so everybody could have did it at one time.
Yeah,
Because,
that
like,
was the
Milwaukee,
original plan.
yeah, Milwaukee caught everybody off guard.
So this is what I heard. I heard the plan was that all the teams was going to come out on the court at once and like take a knee or do something like that. But then when Orlando went out, the Bucks just didn't come out. You know, so they kind of threw a curveball into it. But regardless, you know, that's, you know, to me, that's a smaller issue. The fact that they took a stand is still a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how it was executed.
And I think it hit home more for the Bucks, being that Kenosha is
right there,
that right there next to them, and you know what a lot of people forget is these fans, we pay their salaries, we contribute to their salaries, you know, in some type of way. So they have to be out there with us,
and they live in the community.
They live in the community. So it's just. It was too much for
them. You know what I mean? It would be more insult of them not coming out and say something.
Right.
You know? I mean, you got your I mean, this pretty much every athlete, you know, all your sports, NBA, your baseball, NFL, even your girl that play tennis. Forgot what her name is. She even is like, you know,
she skipped her match.
She didn't play.
Naomi Osaka.
You know, so I mean, it's real, man. I mean, this. I mean, everybody's saying that they tired. I mean, so everybody coming out and speaking on it. You know, you know, you making your voice heard. I mean, you know, you making your voice loud about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I'm supposed to do? Just continue to play and act like none of it happened.
Right, because most of the players didn't want to. You know, you had already half of the players that wasn't even open-minded to come into this bubble in the first place.
Anyway,
they felt like they wanted to be on the front lines with everybody else to help out because they felt like they was losing their leverage by not being in the streets that helped the others than being in this bubble. So they was already, conflicted as is in the first place. So they wasn't, so this wasn't, and this was the first time too where after that shooting happened, a lot of the players were not politically correct. They was really
pissed off,
speaking from their heart. They didn't care about cursing, nothing. They was really just talking strictly from the heart and wasn't, worrying about, how we supposed, athletes supposed to know that the kids is listening. But this is a frustration that's now built up so much. They wouldn't even care about how they wasn't biting their tongues. They was really expressing themselves to the fullest. And I was liking the fact that they was expressing themselves to the fullest to let them know how much of a frustration this is.
Also,
especially from the younger generation.
And then also players. People that's and I think we mentioned this last time he was on Dub, like, boycotting or fighting oppression. It's different ways you can do it. So I think they were criticizing player. Well, if he wasn't, you shouldn't be in a bubble. You should be in a bubble, but you can still, contribute in different ways. And I think that people is trying to manipulate it and try to downgrade them just because, you're talking, but you're talking from the bubble. Like that doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, no matter where you at. I mean, if you got inmates that speak on what's going on outside of those jails. Yeah. So no matter what bubble you put somebody in, you still got a voice. I mean, what's the difference? As long as I'm saying something that makes sense and either you with it or you not with it, no matter what side of the fence of it you on. I mean, if you got something to say and it's to contribute and make amends and make things right, who cares what side that you coming across, that whole I'm talking from the bubble side don't make sense to me.
I mean, this will be a kind of dark comment, but even Osama bin Laden got his message out from his little bubble. So
from a cave.
from a cave.
Literally.
So the message can get out.
Yeah, right. That's a good point.
You're not limited.
Yeah, you're not limited exactly at all. You can make your voice heard from anywhere.
You know,
So
so you
that's
got to be in it. You got to be somewhere special to yell for help. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I'm screaming help. You know, whether I'm underground, behind the wall, in the tunnel, I'm screaming help. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You know, that's foolishness. Where you at?
yeah, because
Speaking
wherever
from
we
where
at,
you at.
yeah, because wherever we at, we being treated unfairly anyway. So it don't really matter where we at. We catching we getting on basically the raw end of the stick wherever we at anyway. So it don't matter. So we got to speak from all the different aspects of where we at, so people can understand. We getting tired. We getting tired of this
Mhm.
too. But at the same time, we still got to remember, shit. We only been voting for 60 years, so we can't expect
That is
everything to just freaking
crazy.
change over. We
Every
can't
time I
expect
think about
everything to
that.
be still changing everything overnight. Also, as much as I know we have rights and all of that stuff, but dang, we just got rights to vote. Our parents was
My
already
parents are
here
older than
and they
that. Well,
wasn't
my
able to
parents.
vote.
Mm.
Mostly all of our parents is, of all over 60 years old. So when they was born, they could they was there's no voting was allowed when they was around. Everything was still segregated. So we still got a long ways to go, but I get the fact that we gotta show effort, but it's like still that we have to be on the same page too when we talk about this also.
So that's a funny when you said effort. So this is about white bread.
Yeah.
So he made a post on Facebook saying that now coming from the source, this is one of our homeboys. He's a clown. He like to crack jokes all the time, but at the same time, he got a serious side too. So he made a comment saying, if you want to make change, why don't you become a police officer? So people was taking it as he was making a joke, and he's like, no, I'm serious. Like you gotta get good people in position of power, like you said, whether it's voting, whether it's police officers, judges, district attorneys, president, senators, all that.
Politicians.
Yeah, all that. You can't just give up just because shit keep happening. Like you said, we only been voting for 60 years, so are we gonna just give up after 60 and say, oh, that's it, and we're just gonna concede to defeat, or we're gonna keep pushing to try to make change?
Right? We gotta push. Yeah, we gotta keep pushing, but it's like we still gotta keep pushing at a pace. Everybody like wants. Now we at this place. I don't know. Right now we in a level where everybody feels entitled, where we should have everything right now.
Immediate, yeah, microwave.
Immediate
society.
now, like everything should just now, because the fact you see it, everything's supposed to just now change in the snap of a finger. But we still gotta remember, we still got all these old ass freaking people in Congress that ain't gone nowhere. We got these lifers chilling and just taking all this money from these huge corporations, and they're not still worrying about the people. And then most people, we also about vote, but we're not thinking about local voting.
Yep.
They always only want, we always
Forget the
focusing on
presidential
this
voting.
only presidential BS, which the president still don't have as much say as most people think. They think he has all the power. He don't. He's just the figurehead for everybody else to represent the country. So, like, people gotta realize your local vote matters more than anything else around the country. You can't worry about other states. You gotta worry about your city, maybe even your district, and that's where you'll get the proper change to happen. But we ain't been properly taught about that.
Right.
We don't even see that bigger picture to see that. That's all we keep hearing about is the masses, but we're not looking at locally. You got to start in-house first.
So I got a question, and this is something I heard in an interview earlier this week, like as far as local laws and such. So I think he said it's about Louisiana. So if a cop has an incident, is it true that they can't be interrogated for like 30 days or something like that?
If a cop has an incident, like what do you mean?
Like a they getting a shooting or whatever, they can't be interrogated for like 30 days or something like that.
I don't know. I never heard that.
It was on Bill Simmons podcast. It was some guy that does like law reform and stuff, but he was saying there's so many local union laws for different police departments that protect police. And he was saying that was, I don't know if it was Louisiana or not, but he was saying it was like one city where they gotta give 30 days before they interrogate it. So like that's crazy in itself that you basically giving 30 days to develop a lie to
Nah,
to
I
change
never
the story
heard that. I
potentially.
mean, that may be for particular, like you saying, a particular jurisdiction, a particular
Maybe. Yeah.
department. I mean, I can't speak on what department or what division that's that's based on, or what reason that's based on. I've honestly never heard that.
Okay.
I've never
Good.
heard that.
You ain't supposed to
That
hear that.
sound like a Harry Lee rule right there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's like, every city, state, parish, and I'm for sure county may have a different type of law, and
Yeah.
you
Right,
have
exactly.
you have civil service compared to, you know, another type of department, you know. So yeah, I mean that may become something completely different. I mean, you could be in one city and their laws are one way, and you drive outside that city to another city and the law completely changed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you ride through one city, you can get arrested for no driver's license, but you in another city and you get a ticket for it. You see?
Exactly.
Yeah. That is true.
And that's what I don't understand. How in the world everybody's not on the same page? How every county can have their laws different from the other
In
in
a
the same
small
state,
radius. In a
in a
small
yeah, in
radius
a
too.
small radius, right? I can understand they say the whole state might do one thing different than another state, but damn, if we even just go to the fraction, like you said, of a city, this is like a town. One town, one little itty bitty town is way different than the next the next town over, in which both of these towns may not even have a damn 1,000 people in their damn whole city, but their laws is totally different on
Mhm.
what's a misdemeanor or what could be a full charge or whatever. Like you said, you can get a ticket here, but you can go to jail here. That's amazing how they all not on the same page.
But I mean, you look at it even like this: when you go vote on one side of inside of your city, you see different people on the poll than what they're gonna see on the other side of the city.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, even within that, inside your own city,
City.
you can vote for your own council seat. Who can sit
Exactly.
on a council because you live over here and they live on that side.
Good side.
You know, so just inside your own city, you can't even vote for somebody because you're not up in that district. So
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they got, like you said, the district judge. You got this district judge, a prosecutor, all these different areas. Now, but if your ass go to jail, if you get caught up and go to jail in that district, you gotta deal with those people, even though you don't know who they are, you ain't vote for them, no nothing, but then you got caught up in their laws or how they
Yep.
want to do things, and now you get
Yep.
railroaded because of the fact you don't know these people. And they don't know you, so that's amazing of how messed up this system is.
But it's interesting you bring up that arrested for the driver's license. I had an old coworker of mine who his family was up in Shreveport, and he went to go see his mama in the hospital. Came back, they ran his license was expired. They arrested him. They arrested him on Thursday, but they put him in jail. He couldn't see the judge until Monday because the judge was on a hunting trip on vacation.
wow.
And so once that got cleared up, he got back to work and they let him go because he was in jail.
Wow,
It's-
bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how they, how they criminalize certain things. Like you said, it's a suspended license. Like, I don't know. It's one thing. I don't know. Depending on what it's suspended for.
Down to that, you even go to your non-compact states. Your non-compact states that didn't believe in the driver's license law. Where if you're outside of your state, and you're in another state and you get a traffic violation, that's an automatic arrest. So you going to jail for a seatbelt ticket.
Damn.
Yeah. So you live in Michigan. In other words, you live in Michigan and you carry a Michigan driver's license. And say you're in Georgia and you get stopped for a traffic violation, you pretty much gonna go to jail with the ticket. Yeah. So, so I mean, those are these laws, those still sitting on the books with that.
So yeah, everything just has to change locally.
Mm-hmm.
And bubble up.
So I mean, those are some things that needs to be addressed to people, that people that may not know that, am I in this non-compact state? Does this apply to me? And when you do go vote and you talking to other people, man, it's about being on one accord. What are we voting for? I mean, I know most of the times your mom, your dad, or whoever you live with tell you, hey, pick this person. I mean, is there something that you really believe in? I mean, that's a lot of what these votes are, I mean, you got these
tribal voting.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, what do you actually believe in? What do you believe in? Conservative, Democrat, Republican, I mean, what do you really believe in? What are your actual views? What really makes sense?
True. Well, sure. What me and Tony Love talked about that. Like, we had that conversation about how can you be legitimately a Republican? Like that's you're not even in a tax bracket to be a Republican.
You're not their base.
You're not their base. You're just not in their tax bracket. You can't give them no little $100. I contribute $100 to your campaign.
They
That
laughing
$100 don't mean nothing to them. That $100 was just like the appetizer to their meal for the night.
That was the parking garage.
Right. Yeah, that's just a tip for the valet. Like you can't. How can you legitimately be one if you don't? Like he said, we got what?
You can't even relate to those people.
For $15,000 for a table at a function
plate.
for Republican. For a plate.
$15,000 plate.
It's like plate. Yeah, not a table, but a plate. You can't be a Republican when they're doing that.
But even with that, so like I know lately they've been showing stuff like how many people voted in 2016, like the percentages. I want to see what they do that for like how many people vote locally. Like I'm pretty sure that number's way lower than that, than less than half. Sadly, I think it would be surprisingly low.
Well, yeah, but it was low. It was bad that last time because everybody was mad. A lot of the young people was mad because Bernie wasn't in play, and they didn't trust Hillary, and they sure the hell didn't give a damn about Trump. So when the young folks just, they felt like, oh, whatever, this woman don't care about us or worrying about us. So now they just let it be. But now they feeling it now. So now I'm interested to see if they're gonna come out now and vote since they didn't the first go around. Cause remember, Hillary still won the popular vote.
Yeah.
They used the electoral that damn 200 century old ass out of date electoral votes that needs to be gone out of the mix. They use that as way for your boy to get in. Cause the electoral votes gotta go. That shit don't make no more sense now. All the states that got a lot of votes, they non-factor states. Like how the hell Iowa got more votes than like Texas? Like that shit don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Iowa got like a huge electoral vote power over bigger states. And like I said, people don't even understand that, or it don't even make sense. This strictly should be a popular vote. You vote for who you want, and that's how it should go.
Well, it goes according to representation. That's what a census plays a big part in it. We tell.
Census?
Yeah.
What's that? We black. We don't know who the fucking sisters are. Are you serious? What black person ever filled that one out? Let me know. I think I did it by accident one time.
They knocked on my door last week.
My mother-in-law filled ours out.
Thank you. Like, come on,
but that's how you get your representation. And once you get that representation out there, it determines the votes, the senates, the districts, and everything, and who loses a senate seat and who gains. A representative seat. That's all of that plays in, and it's very antiquated. It needs to be redone and all, but that's the way they've been going with.
Still gotta go.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know how you can't do a census if you got a lot of people don't have driver's license. I'm about to say, well, shit, this your damn Social Security. How the hell you just can't do this based off your damn Social Security? Everybody in the whole entire damn United States got a Social Security card.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Damn. Damn, you ain't got a Social Security card. What the hell have you done in life to make it this far in life? That's funny.
I remember being in court. Dude said he never had a driver's license.
Oh, I know a few people like
that. Yeah, I can understand that. Even just being like people that live in New York City that's never drove a car day in their life.
I'm talking about that. No driver's license, no ID, no form of ID or nothing.
Seeing a whole ghost.
Wow. On the grid.
He in there trying to fight the ticket. You ain't have a driver's license. I ain't never had a driver's license. What was it?
What they got to do with it?
Who are you?
Right.
We looking at him. He's saying this out loud.
Damn.
Okay, I ain't paying this ticket. Fuck y'all.
That's funny.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we can pick up where we left off and extend that conversation. So,
all right.
We'll be right back. All right, next up. So, continue the conversation. So, kind of what we mentioned earlier as far as people questioning sources and actions and stuff. Former Chicago Bears, Brian Urlacher had some unflattering words, I guess you could say about players, NBA players boycotting.
Misguided words, I would say.
Misguided. You the wordsmith, so yeah, misguided words that he had a whole lot of backlash from. I mean, I'm not surprised with anything no more. Like, what do y'all think? Like, you think he's? I don't even get it. Like, why even say anything? And comparing it to Brett Favre losing his father, like that's, I don't know. The shit makes no sense to me.
That's two different entities. That's like they're not even in the same realm. Like for you to even bring that up, like that didn't make any sense. The comparisons that he came up with, that was just straight up asinine. Even compare the two. But all I know is I like the fact the Bears like, whoa,
we done with you.
We don't want no part of this. Like, yo, he all by himself. We don't know a goddamn thing he talking about. Don't associate us with him at all.
Keep that gold jacket with you, bro.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you, but you ain't coming to no more Bears functions going forward after this.
But
we are done with you.
I look at on the other side, being in their play in a white person's place, they gotta be tired of hearing about niggas getting shot, people getting mad, and that's just another white person, unfortunately a famous one, airing out his frustrations.
Yeah.
About this, and like, dude, you don't get to say nothing about this.
Yeah, I mean, that actually, now kind of what we said earlier, like with Aryans, is like, oh, y'all marching again. Like, this is not the time for you to get mad because somebody is boycotting and you're not as mad as somebody getting shot in a questionable situation. So, I don't know. Think before you tweet, at least.
Whoa,
like, damn.
yeah.
Why are we tweeting?
Like Herm said, don't hit sin.
Don't hit sin.
But you know, I don't know, man. I feel like these white folks is just not going. They don't care. It's not happening to them, so it don't matter to them at the end of the day.
Right, yeah.
They're not going through what we're going through. They don't know how. They don't understand how it feels to just have a cop car just pull up on you and you just like, oh, here we go. You try to go all the way a different lane just so they ain't even behind you no more or whatever. Or just going anywhere. You walk by a car, you hear the doors lock. Like, they don't know nothing of how it is to be like us, period.
But I will say, this is when I knew that we got a long way to go. When they shot up that elementary school and they didn't reform gun, semi-automatic guns.
Man,
laws,
the
like
NRA is powerful, yo.
I'm about to say, they don't give a damn about kids. They ain't gonna give a damn about us.
Right.
Yeah.
But, a black person can spot the police quicker than any other.
Oh, that's an Impala. Unmarked or not.
Or not, yeah.
Even me and my mom was driving around and she said, why is the city spelled backwards on the front of the truck because they was coming towards us? I said, oh, trust me, if that Tahoe was behind us, you will see Carrollton written clearly. It is right. She said, oh wow, I never thought about that. The fact that if they're behind you, you can read it says Carrollton Police correctly, but if it's coming towards you, it's written backwards.
Hey, Carrollton, if you're in the Dallas area and you riding through anywhere, avoid going through Carrollton. You getting pulled over. It's like you, Dub. It's like riding through Kenner. You gonna get pulled over, whether you like it or not.
Actually, I don't know. Carrollton is not that bad. It's bad, but Allen is bad.
Allen.
Well, I never used to ride through Allen.
Yeah.
You don't want that's where Allen and Richardson. Allen and Richardson, you don't want they smoke at all. That's the only place where I got all my speeding tickets at is in Allen.
I ain't never had no issues with Richardson either.
And
here in Houston, it's Bel Air.
Okay.
Facts. Yes, facts. Yes, you are correct. Well, that's nigga land. That's nigga land / Little Mexico, boy. You got to tread lightly on Bel Air. So
nah, Carrollton, because that's where Moan and his wife used to live out that way. So
yeah, and that's off of 59 right there. So you right on that 59 area. Just tread lightly in Houston, because you going down. That's a given. Or you gonna have a car accident.
Or you in New Orleans, you riding on Airline or I-10. You in between fucking Betts and Loyola.
If you don't get pulled over, you gonna have a car accident? That what you said?
No, you getting pulled over.
In Houston, on that Bel Air where Tony Lovaton is either gonna be they pulling you over for speeding or it's a car accident. There's some bad driving ass people over there.
Hey.
It's a given.
Yeah. When I first moved out here, it never failed. Every week, I saw somebody go from the passing lane, skip every lane to get to the exit.
Yep.
Every week.
And it's like 4 or 5 lanes.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
It's 5 off the rip. 5 lanes off the rip. They going all the way across. You gonna get the hell out their way. One way or the other. So, yeah, you gotta tread lightly, but yeah, this is. So I don't know what to say. We got a long ways to go.
Yeah, we do.
So, like I said, Erlacher, Bruce Arian, getting mad with us protesting still, like, again, yeah. And, well, guess what? We wouldn't protest if another cat didn't get shot in their back 7 times. We wouldn't be protesting.
Wasn't that a law? Isn't that a law in some areas? Like, you can't shoot, like, shooting someone in the back? Like, isn't that, like, a different degree of intent or something like that? Like, I thought, at least what I thought when growing up, like, Or maybe that's just a man code. Like shooting somebody in the back is just a fucking.
Yeah, what I heard is
Sexual.
if it's a torso, that's murder. If it's in the leg, it's manslaughter.
I don't know about law, but I mean common sense.
Shooting somebody in the back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's more common sense. You know.
Right. Well, for law enforcement, you shouldn't be shooting nobody in the back. You can shoot them in the, like you said, the back of the leg or something. Yeah, or anywhere around the leg. Yeah, you supposed to be shooting around the legs to slow them down, but to shoot them in the back, I feel like you shooting to kill.
right.
But you can hit them in the leg. You're just trying to stop them. You're trying to maim them just to make them sit their ass down for a second. Like, yo, I ain't about to chase you down. I'm just gonna have to give you this little warning shot, sit your ass down. But they don't even want to do that.
Actually, is if it's to eliminate a threat,
Right.
not necessarily I'm gonna pick your leg. Not saying it's intended to shoot in the leg, but to eliminate a threat.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, you got to look at the certain circumstances also. You know, it depends on that circumstance. You know, what are you faced up against at that particular time? You know, what option do you have? What is there do you have? And again, you know, common sense. What makes sense?
Right. But
You know?
they've been showing all these videos where they had these white folks being extra combative, volatile and all that, but they ain't shooting their asses. But, you know, they fighting with the officer and everything. They ain't even trying to shoot them.
That's a different man. You know, that's a different man and a
But
different
that's what I was about to
beast,
say
you
too.
know?
It's like
It's
I think
depending.
you got to look at certain officers. Like I know they've been pulling records of people that have recent incidents, and it's, you know, it's not a coincidence that they have multiple situations before. You know what I'm saying? So like we talked about last time, proper training. So maybe, you know what I'm saying, different officer has a different type of mindset, but I guarantee you somebody that's pulled the trigger, you know, in recent situations, they definitely had it happen before. You know what I'm saying? So it's normally a trend.
It's a different person. I mean, there's another video of an officer, a trooper, I'm assuming he was a trooper, on a traffic stop. He's explaining to the guy what the traffic stop was for and why he stopped him. Gave the guy the ticket. I mean, before he gave the guy the ticket, the dude yelling, screaming at him, and the trooper standing there talking to him in a calm manner, issued the guy the ticket. He told the guy how much the ticket was, and the guy went crazy, and you can see him in a car, and the car is shaking back and forth violently, and the trooper just standing there. He issued the ticket. The guy took the ticket, tore it up, threw it on the ground out the window. The cop stood there and said, well, if you don't pick it up, I'm going to give you another ticket for littering. The guy opened the door. The trooper almost got hit by the door. He politely stepped back, made the guy pick the ticket up, and he's still yelling. Got back in his car, still screaming, and pulled off. And the trooper's like, have a nice day.
Right.
I mean, what would an irrational person would do compared to a rational person would do in that situation? You know, I mean, video or no video. You know, I mean, the dude did everything in his power to keep the guy. I mean, he stayed in his composure the whole time. I mean, no matter what the guy told him, what he said, you know, I mean, compare that to anything else, you know. White trooper, the guy that was in the car was white, you know, compared to, let's say if there's a video with white officer and a black person in the car, a black officer and a white person in the car, male, female, or whatever else. You know, I mean,
right.
It depends on who's in that situation.
I think the mental health of these officers need to be checked more so on a consistent basis. I just think if just from seeing a black person on a scene makes you fear for your life, it's like if you're going in anticipating negativity, I think that's just to me is you're not fit for the job or you're not fit for that area. Kind of like I was saying before, as far as having police from the local area, police in that town or
Yeah,
city.
but but we're not even known for attacking and coming at cops crazy. That's the thing. We ain't known for being cop killers. We already know if a black person kill a cop, we know all hell is coming down on us.
Yeah.
We know everybody gonna feel the wrath of that. It ain't gonna be just that one person that shot it. It is gonna just call coming at every black person out here. So we don't even come with that type of energy. But they just be so fearful that we are gonna come at them at that energy. And that's what I'm trying to like, where's this coming from? That they feel like we're going to harm them off the rip. Like, I'm just trying to figure that out. Where we might talk back. Some cat might resist some, but we don't go all out attacking.
That you got look at. That's what they've been taught, man.
Yeah.
But over 100 years now. That's what they've been taught.
But they ain't got no evidence. But they got no evidence showing this though. That's the crazy thing.
Hey, you believe, you don't believe what you believe. You hear it enough.
Man,
but that's again where you have to look at that person. You have to either look at that officer or that person that they up against. If that officer, that background that you can train somebody to drop the fries in the grease all day. But I mean, when they got other work to do, and then they got to go back to those fries. I mean, who's to say that they're going to do it the same way that they've been doing it and the way that they taught it? You got to look at that person, what they were up against, what they have been up against. I mean, you can give all that training all you want, but who is that person that's behind that training? What did they adapt from that training? Did they really get trained like everybody else got trained? Did they pick it up? I mean, when you was in school, you learned how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply. What these kids learning now? They using these other forms of math, completely different than what you're learning.
Man, who you telling? I seen that mess. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That training that was 20, 30, 10, 4 years ago is completely different, and it's going to be different in the future. The new training that's going to be done is going to be completely different. So when you get those, what's that?
Real quick, so like kind of like with politicians, do you feel like even if somebody is trained, they can be influenced by people on the force to go against their training? So they might come in, all good, head on straight, but they get in with officer so-and-so and they just completely change their views.
When you get people when you go in for that first interview, don't you go up in that first interview with your haircut, you got a nice lining, you got that tie on straight, your pants tucked in, your pants pulled up with your belt. You know what I'm saying? You got the dress shoes from Burlington on. You know what I'm saying? You decked out. You looking good. I'm talking about you walking into there, you sitting there, you answering all the questions right. As soon as you get that job, for real though, bro. I mean, how many days you call it in sick? And you at the club or you at Mardi Gras or whatever else that you're doing. I mean, are you wearing the same belt? Are you wearing the same pants? Or you gonna be wearing the same shoes? You gonna bring up somebody on the clock gonna tell you something different, and you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I'm about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna come across you one day and gonna throw some hot nachos on you. Your attitude gonna change, right? you know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Your attitude gonna change. I'm just saying, your attitude gonna change. Your perspective of people that come in will change. Are you that same person at that first interview 10 years later? Yes or no? You know, when you up against something that happened to you, you gonna change. You gonna change up your approach. You made a mistake. You learn from it, and you may assume that next person gonna take advantage of that. You know, I'm not saying that's everybody, but you gonna change. You know, I mean, you gonna get a new supervisor that's gonna say this and that's gonna say that. Your attitude gonna change. You know, you gotta change your approach. You gotta everything that you've been doing. You used to go to lunch at 2. Now you gotta go to lunch at 4. You know, because of something else, something different came. You know, you no longer have that seniority on that. You know, you moved up into another position. Now you got another job title. You gonna change. You know, and all that was up.
I mean, along that lines, I think I know a lot of people have said this, and I semi-agree with it. With Trump in office and his approach and sometimes being disrespectful, I think that kind of feed other people to be the same way. Like you said, you have a new boss that's in the office. You know, that changes your point of view sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we work together, like working with you maybe one way, but working with what's the old boy that was stealing? Casper. Working for Casper.
Yeah. Chipper.
Whatever his name was.
Chipper. Yeah, his name was Casper. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you know, I was burned by him once, you know what I'm saying? He was stealing and trying to put it on the black college student.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? From that point on, my trustworthiness changed when I worked with somebody.
Right.
When you come to work and you learn that the boss left early, what you do?
Nothing.
I mean, for real. As soon as the boss come in, you up.
Mm-hmm.
And you back at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People accountable.
Who's that
That's what it goes
person?
back to.
Who's that person that's behind? I mean, what is it that you're doing that you're not gonna do or that you've been doing? You know, that's what you're looking at. You know, I mean, it ain't fair. You know, I mean, something happened at your house on the way home, on the way to work, and you bringing that to the job. It's not fair for everybody that you come across, but that's what these cats bring. You know,
right.
You might be having that special day, that good day, and you come across somebody who has something at home. You know, are you supposed to know what happened to them at home? You know, is it your problem? You know, but that's the reaction that they come off for you. They met somebody 10 minutes before you, and now you met them, and they come across you because they were mistreated by the person before you. You know, as if you're supposed to know that. But, I mean, who are you
transfer
on
of
this
negative
end?
energy. Yeah, the transfer of negative energy. And you don't know if that's that energy coming at you or not. You just don't know what's going to happen. They could be positive and before that, and somebody can just change their whole day with the next person, and now they coming at you with that, but it's all on you now how you going to handle it.
You know, I seen a little kid. I reached my hand out to shake his hand. What's up, there, man? The dude he was with pulled him back and said, "Nah, we don't do that." Like, all right, my bad. You know, now we don't shake their hand. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, all right, cool, my bad. You know, the little dude looked like he was confused. You know, I mean, I don't know what happened to him. You know, that now he's passing that on, but you know, so
Learn behavior.
Learn behavior, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the bottom line of it is a learned behavior. Even before they came cops, they already kind of had this behavior already in their state of mind and DNA too, a lot of them.
Yeah. And now you got this learned
Listening to the
behavior.
parents and stuff.
Now your learned behavior is what social media telling you. What's being exploited on the news. That's your new learned behavior. So if you got them Twitter fingers and that's all you know, I mean, it's all you gonna see. That's all you about right now. You know, what else you supposed to learn from that other than what social media is telling you? I mean, how many people are actually going out there and reviewing these things on their own? You know,
Right.
who actually open up a book or open up a paper and figured it out themselves? You know,
Yeah,
what's
that's asking
easier?
for a
What's
lot.
easier to get it?
I'm about to say,
What's easier?
you know, and that's what they bank on too, is that knowing that you can put out some questionable stuff on social media, knowing that they ain't gonna take that extra
If
time.
it's on Facebook, it's true. That's pretty much it. Because I mean, how many people come and tell you, man, you saw what they had on Facebook? And
Oh yeah.
what's your response? Did you see it on the news? And they're like, no, it ain't on the news yet. Oh, so Facebook got it first, so it got to be true. It has to be true. It was on Facebook. You know, they don't lie on Facebook. You know what I'm
And
saying?
so you bring that up because in some countries they refer to the internet as Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, Facebook don't lie. Why
Do a
would
Facebook
Facebook
search.
lie to you?
Yeah,
Why would-
And do a Facebook.
Do a Facebook, Facebook search. Not a Google
Why
search.
would they lie?
Not a
Facebook
Bing
search.
search.
You know, you got these cats they've been catfish for how many years? So they've been
Wow.
catfish so long.
Yeah.
They had to make a TV show about it.
Dude.
They had to make a TV show about it. You know, they've been dating somebody for 13 years, and they finally get to meet him, and it's their neighbor next door the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
The whole time. That should be
The whole
comical as
time.
hell.
So you tell me where you at with it? You know, you ready to find out what social media gonna bring you, or you trying to come to light and figure it out yourself? You know?
Yeah. It's like something my dad said his uncle told him when he was growing up. He said, and we know when I say they got all the money and we got all the sense.
Mm.
And you know what that meant, just because we got the sense don't mean that it's going to benefit us. And then we got the money, they feel like they can do whatever they want. So it's just like, it's never going to be a balanced situation. And like you said, it's all going to be, they just going to do what they're going to do at the end of the day. And we just got to get smart and just maneuver better.
But we are smart. And we do maneuver, like you say, maneuver better. We are smart. But where do we put our smart at, though? You know, how far do we go with how smart? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need to get to this point where we not just being smart, but, man, we uplifting everybody.
Right.
That's within, not just within us, but those that's outside of us, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At what point do we get to that? You know, like, nah, look, man, look, that's not what we do anymore. You know, things that we need to take away, but we're not going to do that. Back then, what they said, it take a village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, back then, with grandma and mama and all them, who raised pretty much everybody on the street, knew everybody up and down the block.
Yeah.
You know, and now with these kids coming home talking about my friend, and do these parents know any of their friends? Probably not.
No.
Not at all. It ain't like what it used to be. Remember, if I ain't know they people, they ain't coming over. You ain't hanging with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, so that's kind of what all of us is just.
You know?
Hollins wouldn't let you in the house, pretty much. Like, hey, I stay across the street. I can knock on the door and still get the evil eye. So
Exactly. Right.
I know when Raheem Godell used to come over there and knock on the door, I know what the hell he was getting. I don't know if he on there talking and shit, but like it's, you know, like you said, it's knowing your community, knowing your village. You know what I'm saying, and making sure people ain't doing dumb shit and holding everybody accountable.
I'm still getting sweet potato pies.
Well, mom's gonna show you love, man. She gonna always feed.
I know.
Yeah. You know, but I'll just get to the. I mean, bro, what we gonna do? You know, we asking for change. We looking for change. I mean, let's change ourselves. You know, let's take some things that we know that we about and that we have, and man, pass that on to somebody else. I mean, You know, I mean, we got a lot of stuff that we need to take away from ourselves. You know, things that we do, places that we go to that we need to eliminate.
Right.
And
That's
have more
the
communication with each other.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, you know, we see somebody do something over there, instead of, hey, how you do that? Yeah, we just sit up there and don't say nothing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah. But that's the problem. We the only race that don't click together.
Because we think that somebody gonna come up before us.
Right. That's that. Yeah. I don't.
That's what it is.
Yeah. You're right. And I'm like, damn. I don't understand. Well, I mean, that foundation was set from us from the beginning. Was our own people sold us to get sent here.
Yeah.
Not only sold us to get here, but even sold us out on the plantation.
Right. Yeah. We always had that sellout. That's the thing. We always. Even in Africa, we was already slaves we was slaving our own people on top of that. And then they come and try to buy us. We sold them. And then once these people say, oh, yeah, y'all just sell your own people like this? All right. We said, all right, we're going to buy
come
a couple.
back to the well.
And then after we bought a couple, now, you know what? Now we just going to come just flat out take them. And then that's what they just start doing and start going. But when we are our own worst enemy at the end of the day first. And I don't know how we going to be able to, this is some type of, I don't know what kind of curse this is, race curse that we have among blacks that we cannot work together to save our lives.
Because we feel that if I tell you how I got it, you're going to get more than me. And you're going to become better at it.
Right.
And a crazy example of that is ask a New York cat where he got his shoes or his shirt from.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He ain't giving you no kind of answers. Oh, I got this a while back. He ain't telling you what store, nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's simple stuff like that. It's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like
it's sad.
Like
we still running.
Serious?
We still running to the store talking about, man, I'm the first one that had these J's. You think? You think? Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
One of the examples I always saw that speaks to what we're talking about was Spike Lee and Tyler Perry. You know, Spike Lee talking about Tyler Perry making the coon movies and stuff, but he pulling in 100 mil.
Yeah. And not just 100 mil, but he pulling in people. Yeah. And the people that he going dig for, not dig, but the people that he bringing in, that he giving a job to, and built the whole studio, you know.
Right. He gave a lot of people a chance. He's giving people a chance. Well, like Spike Lee looks down on people. Like they have to be on a certain stature or level for him to want to give them a job. Where Tyler just give anybody, if he see you funny, he gonna give you a job. It don't matter what the hell your former background was or anything. You gonna get a job from Tyler if you
make him, make him laugh. That's a different mentality of a New York cat versus a New Orleans Southern cat too, though.
Yeah, Southern.
I think that's also another part about it. New Yorkers are a little, aggressive and overconfident.
They're arrogant. Yeah.
Arrogance. But, that's why they have the phrase Southern hospitality. It's there for a reason. So I think that's the difference between them two. They just got different mindsets.
Like meanwhile, Tyler got his own production, got his own pulling this, and you trying to drum up somebody to buy your movies.
Yeah, you should be celebrating each other.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm pretty sure Tyler Perry was, influenced by Spike. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah.
And that's the thing, but that's the thing that makes us all being from the New Orleans area. Like we're in a small city, but we have a big city mentality. We have that demeanor where we know we can feel like we can go anywhere in the United States and we're gonna make our presence felt.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes some of us gonna sit back and kind of play dumb, but we just peeping out game and reading everything. And we'll learn how to maneuver through you. Then we got the other ones we know that's just gonna come through that bitch kicking in the door and say, yo, we taking everything. So it's different levels of how we move, but you never gonna outslick us.
Yeah.
We can blend in anywhere. We gonna make our presence felt. We
And
don't
we live in
you don't
proof
hear
of
too
that.
many times we get screwed over. It's about who we screwed over at the end of the day most of the time.
Yeah, Texas, what happens to you dry counties?
Right,
Where'd you
real
go?
quick. Soon as
Yeah.
hey, them first few months when I was out there in Dallas, that was a struggle. Like, what the fuck is a dry county? Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
they
But
had areas where you could not buy liquor, dry counties. And then after Katrina happened, all that shit went wet. They said, "Oh, these damn, they everywhere. We gotta fucking bring this liquor in here, ASAP."
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I first heard of dry county. Like, what they under constant heat advisory? What's going on? What's their problem?
brush fire warnings and shit.
Man, like exactly. No, like I said, when I first got asked, when I was in the grocery store, I said, "Yo, where your alcohol at?" Nigga sent me straight to the pharmacy. I said, "Nah." I said, "What, a liquor?" They said, "Oh no, you have to actually go to a liquor store." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, the boiled water advisory, huh? Dang, y'all better boil your water now. Don't drink the water today. Fill your bathtub up and put that plug in there. Oh man.
But yeah, that
But
was
nah, man, I done talked to this one little dude one day, bro. And my whole thing was eliminate the N-word. Well, what that's gonna do? Like, what it's not gonna do? I mean, have you tried it? I mean, maybe if we all for this Black Lives Matter, I mean, what's wrong with eliminate the N-word? You know, I mean, if we here for us, if that's what it's about, let's take that out that vocabulary. They got words and phrases that you can no longer use anymore. You have to use the phrase little people. You can't call them
I said,
anymore.
"Nigga."
They developed that. You know what I'm saying? They fought for that.
You can't say
You
faggot
can't
no more.
say it.
You can't even talk. You can't even talk about Jews. You can't even talk about what they used to do.
You
You know
said,
what I'm
you
saying?
said,
They
you,
can't.
you going
So,
down, boy.
all this marching, all these protests, all this fighting that we doing, and they all the way in Australia with it, though, dog. They all the way in Australia with it. If they all the way in Australia with it, and we can't even do it here, what that's saying for us, though? I mean, how true are we really? And these people out there never even been out here.
whole 24
You know what I'm
hours
saying?
away.
You know, I mean, we prayed for Paris. You know, we did Sandy Hook. We did the club in Florida.
Yep,
we did
show
Mandalay.
love to the gays. Yeah, we show love to the gays.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that, yeah.
If we saying it's our turn, bro, go all out with it. What's wrong with it? I mean, what you gonna lose? Oh, I can't say the N-word no more. Maybe one day, every artist gonna come out with a new record. They ain't even got the N-man. Yeah, they gonna talk about it and everything else. But if you miss that word, I mean, are you really gonna miss that word? But we so stuck on it.
Let's leave it there. We'll be right back. I gotta restart it, but we'll pick up where we left off right there.
All right.
Damn it.
All right, next up, we 2020 continues to show his ass. We had lost another great one. We lost Black Panther due to colon cancer. Apparently, he was diagnosed 4 years ago, and during that time, he's still performed. None of his family or friends leaked the information. But again, 2020 has showed his ass. But the fact that he put out great films during that time frame speaks volume as far as his legacy. Exactly. It kind of raises legacy even more, just as far as going from a Black superhero and giving the Black community something to strive for. But then the fact that he did that in probably the worst conditions possibly says even
chemo
more so.
surgeries, all of that.
I mean, initial diagnosis, stage 3.
Stage 3 already.
That shit, shit.
So he's off the rip already. He's already in the hole when he found out at 30, like basically 38, 39 years old, finding out that he had it at that young of an age on top. So, and that's just crazy. I respect the fact that I love that South Carolina governor said that they're gonna hold all the flags down half-mast for him.
That's what's up.
To show him that type of, and to show some love like that in South Carolina. That's on point and everything. But like you said, the show, that's what you call a true hero of what he did. To give you that type of that dedication, that much great work in a 4-year span. Not really thinking about like, damn, no movies all did come out in that short 4-year span. Now, I'm thinking like this was longer than 4 years, but then I'm like, damn, really all this did
really
come
compact.
out. Yeah. And
Black Panther was 2 years ago.
Right. And just to see all of that, I was like, okay. And so and I was made fun of him, like, why the hell he keep playing all these iconic people? Why he the only person who can play all these roles?
Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Black Panther.
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall. You know,
Thurgood Marshall and Marshall, that came out in 2017.
Yeah, so he played all of these. I was like, why he keep being the chosen guy playing? But then now to see he was iconic enough to play this role of these people. Then the full circle of certain people, like Angela Bassett said, when she was getting her doctorate degree at Howard, he was her tour guide at the time when she was getting it, when he was in school there. Wow, and then to come all the way around, and then her to play his mom in Black Panther. Yeah. Which is crazy. Yes. Felicia Rashad saw him at the school and saw his talent and reached out to Denzel and said, we need to help this young man finish acting school.
And Denzel dropped that money on him.
Drop that money on this man, and then for him to do this and leave this type of a mark. That's what you talk about, living life to the fullest. And with him and what Kobe did, they both left this earth knowing that they gave their all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I went back and think about interviews. I went back and thought about interviews that he did, and I saw some people post stuff, and it was talking about how he had to bulk up for Black Panther and this and that and the other. It's like, now that that amplifies even more so. Like, you sit in the fact that you can put on weight and get muscular in the time when most people are at the most frailest. Speaks volumes.
Right. To be at a stage 3. Yeah, to be at a stage 3 when he did Black Panther, but to bulk up to do it. I mean, I think it did take a toll. Unfortunately, I think it probably took a toll on him and probably made it, unfortunately, maybe worse. But he couldn't let this role go by, though.
Yeah, it had to do what he did in Infinity War and in the Endgame.
Right. Yep. Yeah, 3 others, Yeah.
And did they even start on that Black Panther 2 yet?
Nah, they didn't even begin. They was getting ready. Well, I think because of COVID happened, I think they was preparing to get ready to do it. So now that's the next thing. Are they trying to figure out what they're going to do now?
Well, I think because don't in the comic, Michael B. Jordan character come back?
Yeah, he does come back. Yep,
he does come back.
So I think that's, in my opinion, that should be the route they go.
But then they was thinking about trying to make the sister the Black Panther
to make it a female. But that wasn't a legit source.
Yeah.
At least the one I saw.
Okay, then.
But Michael B. Jordan, I think, well, you could do both in some capacity, but I know from the comic, Michael B. Jordan character comes back.
Right.
So that's something that you already got written out that you can just massage.
And I don't even think they think about who to replace him right now. I don't even think they're thinking about that.
And people were talking about doing a replacement, but I'm like, nah, that's DC do that stupid ass shit when they.
Hey.
Sorry, Batman. You gotta hold that out, man. Y'all keep all these goddamn different Batman.
Yeah, continue, Rashawn. Go ahead, continue.
Go ahead.
What was that?
I'm just saying, man. How many more Batmans? Like we got enough. We already got Ben Affleck killing. He's destroying Batman. Unfortunately.
Michael Keaton. No, let's go. David West. Adam West.
Yeah.
Michael
Keaton.
Val Kilmer.
Kilmer.
George Clooney.
Christian Bell.
Christian Bell, yeah.
Christian Bell.
Which he's the greatest. He's the greatest.
He's the greatest.
He's the greatest Batman of all of them.
Ben Affleck and now Robert Pattinson.
This Robert Pattinson,
Batman.
I don't know, nigga. This looking highly questionable right now. What the fuck is they doing here, man? We gonna do a nigga from Twilight now being Batman. Whoa, what is we doing here?
Hey man,
this is the best
thing.
we can do is fucking nigga from Twilight. Like, serious?
Hey, I stick to the animated shows now.
Okay, I'm just saying. I don't think Marvel gonna go out like DC changed. They couldn't keep. They finally got the best Superman ever, and they couldn't. That nigga quit because they can't keep this shit together.
Why he quit?
Sorry ass scripts, nigga. You see how sorry all these fucking movies been?
No, he stayed. He's coming back.
Oh, he can't. Oh no, they up that money. That's what they did. That's all. He knew he was doing negotiation.
But he's playing a limited role.
Oh, well, fuck, he ain't back then. We don't know fucking limited role.
Six man. He ain't even 6 man of the year.
Yeah. What the fuck? We don't need a nigga back for limited.
Treating him like Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got a Green Lantern tattoo.
Right. Nah, I need. Hey, I like that.
No, I ain't got no Green Lantern tattoo.
Boy, that'd have been highly questionable. Like, damn, of all superheroes, nigga, Green Lantern. What did Green Lantern do for you to move you? Like, I can only like this. You only reason I can see somebody rocking Green Lantern if they got green eyes. If you got green eyes, yeah, I would ain't gonna lie. That's the reason I have the Green Lantern tattoo because you got green eyes. Yeah, I can respect that. If you know, being a Green Lantern fan.
What about the Yellow Lantern, though, bro? What about Yellow Lantern? Then what?
You gotta be light skinned.
You're high yellow.
You're like
high yellow. Exactly. High yellow. Yeah, you high yellow.
Oh man. Yeah.
I don't know, but I think they're gonna do Black Panther proud. I know that they do Stan Lee proud and do stuff for him.
Marvel always be on this shit, so they're gonna do it right. I'm never nervous or concerned or nothing Marvel does. Well, the only thing they dropped the ball with that Captain Marvel was the only whack movie I think they've done out of them all.
They did it out of order. That was the problem.
That's probably why that's probably why it didn't fit well. But overall, the movie wasn't a bad movie, but you said it just didn't fit. She just never really properly fit in. But overall, Marvel never dropped the ball when it came to D's. Now they've dropped the ball with Fantastic Four and X-Men a little bit from time to time. Sometimes they good and then sometimes they drop off. But I'm sorry, Batman. DC, only Dark Knight.
Man.
They only got that right with the Dark Knight.
Honestly, I've been waiting on that Gambit, bro. They've been playing around with that Gambit.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be too real. It's gonna be too real.
Yeah,
like, it's gotta be like gambling, drinking, all of that shit. Kind of like
I've
what DC
been waiting
did
on
with
that
TV
Gambit
show
movie,
with
bro.
Constantine.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's like I'm curious to see how The Rock gonna pull off this Black Adam.
I like The Rock, bro. But yeah, I don't even know if they even need a Black Adam movie. Do they really need a Black Adam movie?
There's so many other things they can do besides Black Adam.
Yeah, you could pick another non-name influential as character though, bro. You know, you might well go with Galactus if you really want to do that. Pick Galactus, make a Galactus movie for no reason. You know, if you're gonna go with Black Adam, you know, nah. I had to go back in the archives to find freaking Black Adam. Like, this one here, I don't really remember Black Adam like that, but I went back and did a little research. But I'm like, I don't really remember that one, like, talking about it. So, but I know, he did do his thing in the comics overall. But I'm like, I think they dig too deep in the archives on that one.
No, I think this is DC trying to, get up to Marvel's.
They need to stick to TV shows. That's all I gotta say. They need to stick to TV shows. TV shows are on point. Flash, Green Arrow, have been good for multiple seasons, and Black Lightning. But
That movie money hit different, bro.
I get it, but they do such a horrible job at it. Like, give up. Just stick to the TV shows because the storylines. I think Marvel done a great job as far as setting up to have multiple movies.
That and they're good at casting. They pick
DC
the right
don't do
people.
that. DC don't do that. They don't pick the right people, and they don't know how to set up each other. Like Marvel has progressively set up to be, okay, we're gonna make this big long storyline. In the middle of that storyline, we're gonna do 10 different movies. DC trying to give you 20 years worth of information in one movie, and that shit ain't gonna work. Like,
man, it's like
they should have did like
so
Marvel
bad,
did.
but so good at the same time. It makes no fucking sense to me.
DC should have did a Superman movie, a Batman movie, a Flash movie, a Wonder Woman movie, and then build up to Justice League like they did on the animated versions. But they try to be greedy and just jump into Justice League. Like you said, it's great and horrible at the same time.
Wait, they did get Aquaman right. We gotta give them
Aquaman was nice.
They got
Aquaman was good.
right. They did get that right. That's the only thing they did
I struggle
right.
with Aquaman.
There should be an Aquaman 2. There should not be an Aquaman 2, though. Put him with the Justice League and y'all be good.
You know what? I can respect that too, though. But the Aquaman movie was not bad, and they picked the right. They finally cast the right person even to play Aquaman.
So my thing
that's
with
why
DC, the TV shows though, you already got the people perfectly casted for. Why did they just transfer that to the movie? Like the cat that plays Barry in The Flash. Black
that's where they fucked up the worst was the Flash. Like that goofy ass little fucker they put in Justice League was super goddamn whack. Like, why are you making the Flash? The Flash wasn't that lame in the cartoon. That man was mad freaking cool in the cartoon. Why he had to be this goofy little kid in a movie? Like, what was the purpose of this? So that didn't make no sense. Okay, I'm glad your girl got work, but I'm still not sold on her playing Wonder Woman because all I could think of is the original Wonder Woman is Linda Carter.
What you got against Gal Gadot?
She ain't thick enough, my nigga. She ain't thick like the original Wonder Woman. As a kid, man, remember how thick Linda Carter was?
Wasn't that thick?
What? Whoa. What the fuck is you talking about?
She was.
Go back and look at Linda Carter, my dude. You need to go back.
I watched her do on the Jackson 5 medley. Dancing with them. She wasn't that thick, bro.
No, that was Cher, dude. That wasn't fucking...
No. But Linda Carter danced with Jackson 5 too. I know.
Okay, I gotta go back and look at that episode then. All right, I'm gonna go back and Google that one. No doubt. Man, look, Linda Carter was on point though. She looked sexy back in them days, man. As a kid, man, she looked thick back then.
She wasn't thick.
Wait, man, she was thick for a white woman back then, nigga.
Okay, I give you back then.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Back then, my
You
nigga.
ain't gonna compare
talking about today.
We ain't talking about injections times.
Yeah, we talking about natural, man. We talking about back then, okay? We ain't talking about today's society. It's different. But, so you got to remember that. We can't go off of today. I ain't like these white chicks built different now. So, it's a different energy out here now. But, no, your girl is dope. No, she's beautiful. That's what I said. But she's too slim. I think she's a little too slim. Oh, man.
She former military, bro. It's really military.
Oh, I know she is. Hey. I ain't complaining now, but she ain't in the corner. That's all I'm just saying at the same time.
Shit.
Hey, I'm just going off of childhood, my nigga. I'm just going off of childhood. That's all I'm saying. I'm going off the childhood. That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking it. I love when she talks because that sexy accent she has is beautiful. Love all that. But then I just see while fighting, it just don't look believable. Linda Carter around that slapping shit, that shit look real for some reason for me as a kid. I want to go off as a kid, my dude. I'm not talking about as a kid. You gotta remember this. I'm very vivid. I just remember shit very well as a kid. This extra stuff that she doing. Like, who gonna look at Wonder Woman 84? 80 fucking 4? Why the fuck is they doing a Wonder Woman in 84? Why are we doing Back to the Future for? Think about it. What is DC doing, Batman? You need to write a letter. God damn it, to DC, man. And that's what the fuck is they doing? You need to make sure, and in that letter, make sure
self-appointed member of DC Comics.
Take a picture of the tattoo on your arm to let them know how dedicated you are to this shit, so they can respect what the fuck you saying.
Thanks to you.
Well, hey, I know it. Thanks for, hey, man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been. I left for the summer. I came back. They told me your name. They gave you the name Batman. I said that fits perfect. Remember, dude, we ain't never see you get in or out of a car coming on the tide. Nigga, you was fucking Batman. Dude, that shit was real tough. We ain't never seen you leave or come out of a car. All of a sudden, you pop up, you there. We like that. All right, Batman here. That's me, no. Nigga, you gone. And we don't see you again to maybe a week or two. You back again. But we ain't never see you walk out of a car.
But that's how we knew him, dude. That's how we took the man. We used to go by his house, and dude, I used to wait inside his house with his mom. Oh, he's still asleep. Like, dude, it's like afternoon. Why he's still in the bed? It's 2, 3 o'clock. I'm still waiting on this dude to get up. Waiting inside his house, still in his pictures, talking with his mom, like waiting on this dude to get up, bro. Hey, all right, well, we about to go, cause I got people outside waiting on me. It's been 3 hours I've been waiting on him. So yeah, he go to sleep. We wait for him. Dude come outside at night, bam, he right there. Like where he come from? You right, you right, bro. You right.
Dude, I just know on Ebbtide we ain't never see him get in or out of a car ever.
Yeah.
So that shit made the perfect sense when it was actually one of our older cats that was on our block, you know, that just gave him the name. Cause you know, they said, who the hell you talking about? We told, oh, Batman over there. Who the fuck is Batman? Thomas gave him that name. This older cat gave him the name, and then what they told me about, I said, oh yeah, well, that's Nicky.
It was more of the story than that. So
okay.
It was me and Ellis, me and Ed on the block. We had a basketball. I don't know if we were leaving EJ house or something like that. Tommy came home and like Ed was like, yo, this is my boy D, you know, this is Smitty's son, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, Thomas already goes into the damn jokes. Oh, you got a basketball in your hand. You know how to use that thing? I'm all right.
Yeah, he's an OG that played ball with us from time to time. He was pretty decent.
So I'm like, this is like 7, 8th grade. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. And you know, Ellis was like, yeah, he nice. He all right. He nice. Let me see you shooting that garbage can. Probably hit on the curb and break my mailbox. Trash. So like he just started ripping me back to back to back. So like Ed was like, yo, chill, man. Get my man some slack. He was like, yo, who you think he's supposed to be? Batman? I'm gonna be scared of this nigga. And just from that point on, and just everybody just on the street just started dying laughing. So that went on for like a couple of weeks. So like we'll be out there playing basketball. He'll come by in the van. You know, we gotta take a basketball, you know, car time out, you know what I'm saying, when the car passed by. He'll stop the van in the middle of the game, hang his arm out the car, do the bat wing. And then pull off. So like, you know, so after a few weeks it kind of died down. Then Ebbtide King, this school come back home.
I was sent to California for the summer because I had a trip to the West Bank and I had to go disappear for a while. And
remember that song? Imagine kids outside of his house. All right, everybody. It was a West Bank thing, a West Bank thing, a West Bank thing.
So I decided to take my dad's car to the West Bank to go get some ass and come back and scrape the car, getting it back in the garage, and then I got sent to Cali for the summer, for the rest of the summer, and I almost got killed because she called my mom talking about, oh, you might be a grandma, and almost died. So like I was like all kind of ways about to get killed that summer, so I was just chilling in Cali for the summer. And then I come back, and that's when they tell me the story about him getting his name Batman. I said, oh no, that's sticking. Because like I said, I ain't never seen this nigga get in and out of the car. And I just ran with it. And I said, and I never let it go from this day forward.
Like, yeah, even the night of my best reported, where you came from, bro?
See?
I just showed up. Showed up.
I'm pretty sure I came from work. Here? I'm pretty sure I came straight from work.
How you got here?
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit.
Dude, like, he literally always appears. That's what I'm saying. He always knows what's going on. But it's like, well, who tells him? We all trying to figure out who telling him where the hell we at?
Hey,
Yeah.
at the basketball,
Mystery.
how he walked up to you at the basketball? Congratulations.
Exactly.
Drink up this.
Even that time at Stone Trail, you go,
Yeah.
hey man, we going to Stone Trail. All right, I'll be there.
Yeah, I called you.
I'll
I
be
said
there.
that. Yeah,
And niggas
Hey, like-
is there.
Like
You know
literally when y'all pulling up, I was already there.
yeah. Like I think you know what Ed. You know what Easy Ed was the freaking. He was the commissioner. He all this. He knew how to throw out the bat sign to freaking bring him in. That's who it was. Cause like I never called him.
That was my running mate. It was my running mate, man. That's when we was back home and when we was in Texas. So
Yeah. So I think it was always Ed that gave him the bat single to let him know come on through, and that's how he always appeared. But those early days,
bro.
yeah. But them early days, like dude, I never saw you get out of your dad's car one time. So that shit made all the sense in the world to me. To say, yeah, you definitely that fit perfectly, especially with how Batman would just disappear. Commissioner talked to him and he turned his head for a second. What happened? Gone. That was you. So yeah, it fit you to a T, man.
That's just like that time at Esplanade.
yeah,
I saw you. you actually disappeared. You say you disappeared for good reason.
yeah. I think that might have been that night. Dub, I don't know if you knew this story. No, that wasn't that. It was around that time though. It wasn't that same day when me and the Pettis brothers got caught up in Esplanade one time. And they had to break camp. So we was I couldn't be in Esplanade pretty much.
Now me shopping with my wife and hey man, what's up? Hey, who is that? That's Batman. Man.
I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like anytime we saw, I ain't gonna lie though, seeing you Tony Love in the mall, it's like we had to disappear ASAP though. Whoever you was with, we had no business.
That's why I left.
Business being there.
The fact that he was in Esplanade let me know that he ain't supposed to be there. He skipped over like 3 malls to come to Esplanade.
Yeah, I used to run him into the plaza, and he all tell me to run because I used to always have a daiquiri in my hand. He's like, nah, go the other way.
He would leave school to go to the plaza to get a daiquiri, and then go back to school with said daiquiri.
Damn.
in class.
And so one day at Brother Martin during exam week, we just go to school, take the exams, and you go home. And me and my mom I used to go to her job and we have lunch, or she'll leave early and we go shopping. And one day we went shopping in the plaza and saw him walking around happy with that daiquiri. Hey, Annie, you gonna take this? I'm like, go. What, bro? My mom ain't here.
Hey, no more. I turned around so quick. It was out that damn mall. And it was getting back to class ASAP. Cause I was able to skip my 3rd period class because I ain't need it. So I would just go to the plaza to go give me a daiquiri because I had to bribe actually the girls in my 4th period class because I don't know how in the hell I avoided geometry till my senior year. I don't know what the fuck I did to pull that miracle off, but I wasn't paying no attention. So I would come back with a daiquiri to get the notes from the girls that was like 10th graders. But I tell them I got a daiquiri here. They would get like, oh, you got a daiquiri? Yeah. And then they'll give me all their notes and take my test for me and shit. And that's how I was able to pass geometry that year. So that's why I will always be up in the daiquiri. I'll be in the class and get a daiquiri. Hey, man, public schools was always fun, nigga. Never a dull moment. Especially going to ignorant ass Abe. So I was going to Abe was like number pure entertainment. So the good old days.
3 Super Bowl champions.
We'll be right back. We'll come back and wrap it up. But shout out to Abe. Poor job of recruiting me though.
I ain't want that responsibility on you.
All right, wrapping up. First thing we want to go over is definitely check out our blog, trophyzandmedalz.com. Z on Trophyz, Z on Medalz. the latest blog post, which is solely handled by Tony Love. Peace and Validation kind of went over our inter-clique rivals, I guess you could say. You know,
Yeah. Yes.
When idols turn to rivals, that kind of explains our childhood. I think you put it out nicely. I think you kind of did map it out. Me and Raheem, we always had our thing, and then you and Ebbtide King, David versus Goliath. That's what I used to call it.
Yeah.
trying to dunk on you. Like, why? I was like, why are you trying to dunk that? Why? Save your life. Just don't do that.
I used to hate him elbowing me the way he did, dude. I wasn't rap type. And plus I was numb with liquor in my system, so I would take the shot, but I'd be still drunk enough to still be bad enough to want to dunk him.
Elbows, bro.
Dunk it anyway, cause I wasn't wrapped too tight for my size. As is, I'm barely $140, but I could jump out the fucking sky. But I was gonna make sure I dunk on him every single time. I was like Vince Carter. I feel like Vince Carter against Morning with him elbowing me every time.
Elbows, really?
Dude, your elbows, dude. People ain't screaming for play, dude. Like, you really was crack. You always could literally crack.
Your arms ain't small, bro. Your arms ain't small.
I was $140, dude. Like, I'm a little ass dude. I ain't got no meat on this shit. That was straight bones you was hitting.
Hey, if you're on the court, you're on the court.
And that's why your ass got dunked on, too. Like, I was determined I was going to hurt you and me. If you going to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you, too.
Damn, if he dies, he dies.
Pretty much. Hey, Doug, what was your boy name that was on the basketball team? He's always foul us hard in practice.
Bill Collector. Bill Collector.
We had a dude on our team, right? He came in. Was it 10th or 11th grade year? 11th grade year, I believe.
That was 11th grade.
He transferred in from, like, his people was from Louisiana, but I think he transferred from, like, Alabama or something like that.
Don't say no more.
Yeah. When I say he used to be out there taking us out like we wasn't on the same team in scrimmages and in drills.
In practice, bro. This is
not a game. Practice.
Not a game.
Hey, the most calm, like the two most calmest people on our team try to fight him. Talking about Milkman and Pineapple.
Milkman.
So like that's what my point was. Like, if you got these two people trying to fight you, it ain't a good sign. You ain't doing something right. Yeah, he had them elbows too, but he was lighter though, so it wasn't as bad.
Bill Collector.
He was out
Bill
there
Collector.
He was out there fighting people like they owe money.
Hey, but you remember that day we went to the locker room, bro, and it smelled like you, dude.
Dog.
Hey, bro, in our locker room, bro, we had a little heater,
like them old school heaters,
like an old school heater that was just a box. It was a box that heated the room. Bro, this dude's jersey was so wet.
Like he never wore his practice jersey. He
put his practice jersey on the heater. So we come back from practice, bro. We go in the locker room, get ready to go home. Dude, when I tell you, bro, the locker room smelled like ass and ketchup. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
like,
it was bad.
Like, I know we had our Ebbtide battles, but them Highway 51 battles used to be next level, dog.
Highway 51.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see me and Jason battles back in the day. You missed those.
Y'all just lucky y'all retired before I was in my prime, being the youngest.
Nah, why?
Boy.
Yeah, here you go. Ain't no retirement, man.
The older we get, the better we were.
Yeah, exactly. remember, dude. You saw me out there outrunning people with doggone JMB and Kool-Aid with socks on. Nigga, I'm out smoking people. So how the hell you think you about to come out there and about to do something to me? Really?
It wasn't about speed.
Hey, I ain't call you molasses for play.
Hey, the shot was getting off, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, damn, yeah, you was already freaking 6'2", no doubt. But my ass, hey, but you had to do that, keep your distance from my ass when I was trying to get around that rim, dunking on people though. You knew how to get the hell out. You got your Batman on then.
Damn.
You flew out. You better should have flow out that doggone shot. Because that first, you know, I had the first step, and I had the hops, and then the only time if I accidentally had a jumper that day, oh, that was your ass. The jumper was on. But yeah, but then like Andy was saying, the easy, yeah, me and Ed battles. Oh man, that was draining, nigga. That was some draining days.
He don't give up. Neither one of y'all give up. That's the
Neither
problem.
one of y'all give up. Yes. Neither one of y'all give up.
Hey man, he wouldn't let it go, man, and I'm gonna make my point. He was left field, and his shit was always on left field.
There's always those two in the clique. Hey Dub, who's in L Town? Who's the person that comes to mind and don't let shit go? I just talked to him the other day. A couple days.
That don't let nothing go.
Make sure all your kids don't grow.
Let me get close. CJ? CJ?
No.
Hey, bro, let me tell you a story right quick. Hey, bro, we leaving the club one day, bro. I don't remember any time that we actually went to a club with him before. But, man, we in the club,
Because he was
bro.
younger. Yeah, he was underage.
You know, little short little dude. Well, you can't call him these, you know, because they got a name for it. You can't call him that. So we in the club, bro. He get into it with two dudes about this tall. Now I'm 6'6". They about this tall, so they 6'9", 6'10". And he picking on them. And next thing you know, we're in a club, and I'm like, wait, hold up. I think that's our boys. So we, you know, it's already late. We gonna get ready to leave anyway. We get ready to leave out the club. He running his mouth, you know, to these two dudes, and these two dudes like, what? Oh, all y'all together? And we like, nah, we don't know him. But we gonna get them out y'all way, you know? So man, we going, we trying to get to the car, and he running his mouth, bruh. Everything he said was Tupac. Like, everything he said was like, I heard this before, like deja vu. But he quoting all Tupac lines, bro. Everything he said was a Tupac line. And I remember walking out the club, but we in the street, and he in the middle of the street still running his mouth. My 4-4 make sure none of your kids grow. Hold up. You ain't got a 4-4. Then he yelled at my homeboy, hey, get your gun. Wait, hold on. You gun, bro. Man, we trying to make our way out the club, bro, and these dudes serious. And we like, man, let's just go, bro. Let's just go, man. I still want some donuts from Tasty's. I gotta go. Hey,
got priorities.
It was either Tasty's,
Wing Shack,
Bronx Brawler.
No, Wing Shack.
Which one? Oh, the Wing Shack. Which one you want to do, bro? I'm hungry, bro. We can't be messing with these dudes. They might be going to Tasty's too, bro. So, hey, bro, it was one of them nights, bro. It was one of them nights, man.
Oh man.
Crazy.
Oh man, that's funny.
we still going to taste this.
Yeah, man.
Get our priorities in order, man. You gotta get that tasty to help digest that alcohol, man.
We not going straight home, bro. We gotta stop, bro. So chill out. You can't be doing this because we might see them again. You know what I'm saying? We can't be doing that tonight. We sorry, bro. Hey, tell the other dude that look like you, we sorry. It's okay. I'll buy you a half a dozen, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, but
Tasters was definitely the midway spot after coming from the city going back to LaPlace. You gotta stop at Tasters, sober up, get you a damn breakfast plate.
Man, and if you spent the night by my house,
You gotta go to church in the morning.
You're going to church in the morning, bro. If you slept by me, I don't care my mama don't care what you wearing. You going to church in the morning, bro.
No,
it's
that
Sunday. You going to
that
church.
used to be my negotiation. I'll be like, look, I'll bring wine to reserve just so I ain't gotta stay by Will. I'll take that extra 10, 15 minutes ride to bring wine home. But I ain't stopping by Will.
One of my homeboys came to church in his pajamas, bro. My mama ain't playing.
Oh, damn.
He had his Mr. Campbell, I ain't got no church clothes. You can wear that. They came to church in his pajamas, bro. My mama don't play, bro. Church Sunday. Ain't she had to sing that Sunday? Yeah. You come sleep by me Saturday night, Sunday. If you wake up Sunday morning and you in that house, you going to church, bro. That's it.
I'll find a way. I'll stay there till like 4 in the morning and leave out.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm good. I'm getting to walk.
I'll right down the street. Hey, it was a couple times I had to walk because I stayed down the street from them. I'll walk them 3 blocks and go my ass to sleep till 2 o'clock, like you said earlier.
What's the Tony Love? I'm glad you don't discuss me as much as you do when you first met me, man. We've come a long way, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What I miss?
Like I said, man, I couldn't stand him, bro. I couldn't stand him. I didn't verbally attack him or anything. It was just a quiet, like, this nigga need to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. We ain't had that vibe. I think when we first met, your peeps had a party, and my pops came over, and I came through.
Yeah.
And, I just went in the room. We played Sega Genesis, played Madden.
But dude.
But that's how you met him. That's how you met him.
Yeah.
I met all y'all through. Hey, let's go play outside. Let's go play outside.
That's different outside than inside.
Yeah.
Inside, I'm relaxed and chill. Outdoors, it's a whole different energy of me ignorant. I'm ignorant outside for some reason. You put me in the air hits me different.
Yeah, I didn't get to hang out. I didn't do the hanging out as much as I did.
Yeah, he came outside. He just felt the ignorance of me outside.
I mean, me and Dub had a odd way of meeting. You remember that day? I bet you don't. You've been drinking Hennessy.
Yeah, I was on Hennessy.
So at that point, we had moved from Dusherham to LaPlace. So no, that's what it was. I got kicked out of Harry Hurst, and I had to go to Glade Middle School. So I'm already upset. Whatever. So I already was in a bad spot. So I go to a couple classes to go to lunchtime. I don't know nobody besides a couple of my cousins I got out there, but apparently none of them on my lunch shift. So I remember I had a class with Dub, I think like second or third period. So I'm walking through, just me mugging everybody. And then I see him and Billy D arguing over a bag of chips. So I guess Dub had some chips and didn't want to share it. So he was like, man, I ain't giving you none. And to prove a bigger point, I'm going to give this dude I don't even know something. He just gave me some chips. I'm like, all right, thank you. I guess. What's your name? D. Well, blah, 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 so we all dapped up and shit. So Billy D thought he was still getting some chips and still gave him the fucking Heisman and told him to get on. But that's how I've been annoyed ever since.
Bro, the fact that you remember that, damn.
No, you don't understand. I was in a dark place at that particular time. Like, I ain't want, like, I was going to school with the same people from 2nd grade to 7th grade and playing ball. And, we had just had tryouts like the week before I got kicked out and shit like that. And then, my mom trying to tell me, well, you can just play on the team at Glade. I'm like, that's our rivals. I ain't playing with them. Like, just, dumb stuff like that. Just like, I'm just in a dark spot. Like, I just, y'all dusty ass, nigga, you ain't had no grass. How you don't have no grass at recess, dog? Like I had allergies and stuff, bro.
It was growing. It was growing. The grass was growing. It was growing. You went too far on the playground. That's why you went too far.
So it was literally the Dust Bowl out there, bro. We out there playing football at lunch, and you know what I'm saying, as soon as you walk out there, your shoes messed up. Like that's just a given. You know what I'm saying? So it was just I ain't like it. Met some cool people, but I ain't like the school.
Oh man, that's funny. Nigga said that shit. They said his allergies. Oh shit.
Man, crazy times, man. But yeah, we used to cut up, bro. We used to cut up. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't did no schoolwork all that yet. I don't know how I made it through.
But yeah, man. But nah, Tony Love, the blog was on point though. You broke down a lot of stuff. You sent me back down memory lane on a lot of levels, man. I still wish you wouldn't have brought up the Ed situation about the awkward chick though, nigga. I wish you wouldn't have brought that up. I didn't mean no harm by it though, man. I didn't mean no harm. You know, I try to keep it to myself.
But you know that's the beauty of our friendship, that certain people have rent in your headspace. That's the truth. I had to tell my boys that. He said, "You know I'm in your head, right? Man, shut up. You ain't beat me today."
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I just know that day I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be politically correct. I wasn't trying to be like, I didn't want to mess up nothing. He was digging the chick. I didn't want to bring no negative energy. So I just was keeping shit to myself. He just kept asking, "Hey man, what you think of your girl?" He said, "What you think of your girl?" I said, "Nah, man, she cool. She all right." "Nah, nigga, what you mean she all right and cool? She all right and cool." Nah, tell me the truth.
You hiding something, bro.
I said, you sure, man? He's like, "Nah, I need you to tell me." "Well, man, she built awkward."
She built awkward.
I said, y'all didn't look at me and say, of all the words you could think of in the vocabulary in a book of a dictionary, you come with awkward. I said, "Hey, man, she cute." I said, "She cute, but she is built awkward." I said, "Man, you don't see how her ass and her chest is like on the same level?" He said, "Really, do you want to break it down even more?" I said, "Hey, you asked." And then as you know, he broke up with her.
What's happening?
I said, "Hey, man, I helped you out."
Oh, hey, since this is the two sides of the family hooking together. All right, I ain't gonna say the name. Used to be a manager with us at the movie theater that I dealt with. You know what I'm talking about, Dub?
Used to be the manager and say it again.
Glasses. Glasses. St. Charles.
Wait, with glasses? And oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What did y'all used to call the Ebbtide King? Talking about the Ray. The Ray Gibson. Not Ray Gibson. Ray,
Ray Robinson playing. Ray Robinson playing. He was on that Ray Robinson playing. Oh yeah. That shit was class. Oh yeah. I looked and said, "Oh, this is what you doing? So you on that Ray Robinson playing? You just gonna come out here all willing to?" See, they gotta tread lightly with me and bringing situations into me because they gonna get labeled. They gonna get a name. I'm the king of giving names ASAP. I'm gonna come right in the situation. Sure, we had other chick. Well, red flag alert.
What?
New red flag. This is a universal red flag alert.
Oh yeah. Break it down.
You got it now. You know, if you meet somebody and everything, you see they got a new car and everything. They, looking nice car and stuff like that. But they got paper plates past damn 90 days. Well, the 45 days. You better be questioning how they got that car. Cause one of our boys, he was hollering at a chick and her paper plates went past 60 days. I said, yo, man, is this car legal? I don't think we need to be around this car. Don't ride in that car. You take her. Y'all go, if y'all ride anywhere, don't ride in that car, man. Because y'all going to be under the jail.
Don't go through Carrollton.
No, Richardson or Allen, don't roll out in them areas. But yeah, that's the new ref. Don't drive in nobody's car if they taxes past the expiration date on there.
Damn.
Texas is 45. I think in Texas you get 45 days. So it's past that 45 days.
Yeah.
Get the running, because you're gonna get arrested. That's a guarantee. That is a guarantee you're gonna get arrested. We're gonna get our Charles Barkley on. I guarantee you're going to jail. If them tags, but yeah, her tags I knew it was like 6 months. I was like, hey man, why your girl tag? Why she still got the paper plates on her tag? You say, I don't know. Don't ride in that car, my nigga. And she had, like, it was an Infinity and all that. It was on point, but I said, hey man, them tags, why she still got paper plates on this car?
It's hot.
It's hot, yeah. And at the time too, she was from the city too, and she was cool. She actually even dated Manny Fresh for a second. So I was like, oh, this is all wrong. Run.
Damn, bro.
So that's the new red. That's this week's red flag. I'm trying not to come with red flags every week, but it seems like they're coming about on a every week basis now.
Hey, it's a long list, bro.
Shit. Hey, but still, the tattoo on the titty meat is real.
that's undefeated.
William.
That's a given red flag for life. Just run. You know something bad gonna happen. One of y'all gonna end up in jail, or your tires gonna get slashed, or your credit gonna get fucked up. It's just you can't ride with a chick with a tattoo on a titty meat.
Eviction notice on your record.
Yeah, it ain't gonna turn out good one way or the other. Or she drink.
These are life lessons we are offering to you.
Eviction notice on your record, and you ain't even living with her.
And you ain't even live with her. You got evicted, and you ain't even live there.
And I promise you too, it's a 95% chance too she drink brown liquor if she got a tattoo on her titty meat. So that's a double negative.
Hold on. Yeah.
That's a double negative.
Yeah.
Any chick with a tattoo on her titty meat drink brown liquor, I can promise you that. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You can't even.
Now, is it a difference between a picture or a name? Or just
period.
Overall? Just period. Okay.
Don't matter what it is. Have you ever seen a cute tattoo on a titty? Think about it. Has it ever look cute?
I mean, it might be like, come on, bro. It might be like Pikachu.
Has it ever look cute to you? They're like, you take that. Okay, you take it. Okay, what you think your mama gonna do when she see that shit on her chest?
A Pikachu, man. Come on, Pikachu. It's hard to find. You ain't gonna find a Pikachu.
But you find a Pikachu, you know she's too damn young. You need to run for your life. If she got Pikachu, you know you better run ASAP. She's too damn young. First of all, you can deal with anything with Pokemon on her chest. Run, nigga, run. That's all I'm gonna say. Please run.
Ain't no cute titty tattoo.
Have you ever seen one? You like, oh, that looks so cute on her chest. Have you ever really said that? You might say it's cute on the shoulder, on the arm, on the thigh, on the ankle. That's cute.
Titty meat.
But you ain't never saw it on that damn chest and said, oh, damn, that's so cute. Nah, because this shit never looks cute. And then at this age, that shit look horrible.
Hey, all titty tattoos matter.
I'm
back, baby. I'm back.
Oh, cute. I just called that nigga and he freaking, I hang up on his ass. Like, yo, what you doing?
No. So let's wrap this up. Tony Love, what have we learned this episode? He come right on. I just said he ain't gonna be here. Now we gotta hear some foolishness. What have we learned this episode?
Number one, is your attitude the same as the day as you started the job? Attitudes change. Number two, Akon is about that scam. He is about that scam. Three, some of these white people are just frustrated with these protests. I mean, it is ruining their day. It's ruining their day. Number four, ain't nobody got a Green Lantern tattoo. Nobody. Nobody. And number five, Robert Pattinson is a suspect Batman.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Word to the tap. Oh, man. Going around the table, start with our guest, Dub C. Any final words?
Nah, man. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I mean, get your priorities together, man. I mean, talk to your people. Get your people together. Get them in line. One accord. If you claim you know it, then be about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you talk about it, be about it. You know, but just make sure that you're able to back that up. You know where you coming from, whatever it is that you trying to put out there into the streets. You know, get rid of that N-word. For real.
Yeah. Feel you.
That's about it.
Raheem Goodell, since you ain't said much this whole episode, we've been in and out.
All right, well, since I got called out, I can't use nigga no more. So nigga, tattoos matter. God damn it. I'll stop using it after today.
Oh my God.
Shit. Number two, I've learned. Actually, to be honest with you, this weekend I actually kind of learned that don't be ashamed of what you accomplish. You know, be prideful of where you're at in life. And if you feel a conviction to do better in life, then go for it or whatever. You know, take that leap of faith and go for it. And talk about something that you're proud about. You know what I mean? And I guess number three, basically I would say like sundress season is still popping.
Yeah.
Damage is out there at an all-time high. Like this COVID situation not deferring the yams being out, and to kind of add on to titty on tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Tattoo on titty. You know what I'm saying? Bitches are not wearing bras. You know, in 2020.
Not at all.
I applaud all of them. I applaud all the soft porn. You know what I mean? So, and yes, I will join this podcast at my job. Dedication is real, baby.
We see this while you having a team executive run up on you. Appreciate that. Laying it on the line. I see.
Taking like Will said. You know what I'm saying? Stand up what you believe in. God damn it. So that's
all right, Raheem.
That's the end of my foolery today.
Ebbtide King.
All right. Number one, I've realized friendly neighborhood rivalry builds character.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You know, I think we all needed that person to get under our skin or push us to new heights and levels. And then now, and there's number two, the combination of, now tattoo on titty meat and brown liquor is a combination together. These two go hand in hand. They are coexist together. So we're going to make that just as a full one now. We won't separate the two because they probably come together automatically. once again, rest in peace, the great Black Panther.
Chadwick
Definitely left a
Boseman.
wonderful legacy for us. He's kind of taught us how to just, even when we're in our darkest place, we still can excel and be the best that we can be.
Mhm.
No matter what, to our last breath, to give your all the way through. And this, like him and Kobe, they left wonderful legacies for us. And that's pretty much it for me for now. So I think of something else reckless.
No doubt. Last thing for me is kind of along the lines of Ebbtide King and was saying, continue to fight for what's right in any way possible, whether it's protesting, boycotting, teaching the next generation, sharing information, whatever it may be. There's multiple ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that you got to give up just because something doesn't go your way. I think we got to work with our own community as well as other communities. That's the only way we're going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? We can't just do it alone. We got to have help elsewhere, and that starts with communication. So at the same time, tattooing to the meat, certain places, it's hard to ignore, man. It's hard to ignore. You in the bar at 2 o'clock in the morning, man. Them the tattoos be reaching out for you, man.
Preach, my brother, preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Exactly, though.
All right now.
Yeah. See, I wake up the next morning like, oh shit, I survived. Oh shit, I survived. Yeah, you think about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it always gonna call you at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the dark side. The Sips. The Sip is coming to get you. The Sips are coming to get you. All right, go on, join Dark Vader and all them on the dark side and see what the hell happens.
We've all had those moments.
Yeah. Be like banging this bitch breathing differently. Keep fucking around. Keep on trying.
I'm in the street. I move different.
I move different.
Tony Love won't catch that one.
Hey, but
Exactly.
well,
So you see
how
if
about,
I can pay it in full.
Oh man. So
well, hold on. That's one thing. But are you the cause of the tattoo on the titty meat? That's different. On the next podcast.
yeah, because I'm gonna get you on that one. So on that note, we'll be back next week. More foolery. Appreciate Dub C stopping through.
Arrest the cops that shot Breonna Taylor.
You know what I'm saying? So much love to everybody. Y'all be easy in them streets.
All right.
I'll let y'all next week.
All right.
All right. Later.
The cops be fine though.